I'm not doing this because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been f***ing off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fargan holes like yourself.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the Dix in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. About that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
The Basement Benchwarmers Podcast. We are back for another week. It's like a 2-man bobsled night. I'll be in front.
I'll be the power bottom.
Ed and myself, Scott, here tonight. Eric will be joining us in a few minutes. He's running behind. Willie and Tim are on a, I think they went on a camping trip in the mountains.
Yeah.
I think the mountain's called Brokeback.
Yeah, and I think Timmy woke up with whipped cream all over his butt, and I forget how that joke goes. Did he didn't tell anybody.
Willie's beard was stuck in his zipper. They couldn't figure it out for hours.
Yeah, I think the joke goes, would you tell anybody? But I think these guys would both tell us on the show.
Guess what? I got whipped cream on my butt.
Yeah. And my we could go, and my beard was stuck in his zipper. Maybe, yeah. Who said that?
Not me. So tonight, a lot to talk about. Good, bad, and ugly from this past week. Week 7 is coming on in the NFL. Week 8 coming up. Baseball World Series is set. Yankees Dodgers coming up this week.
Boring.
Also, the NBA is beginning this week. Also, one of those seasons you talk about the start, but it's a long season like baseball. It's all pumped up, and then it's quiet until like March. It gets exciting for basketball.
Oh,
kind of like baseball is exciting in September and August.
You watch the first day, and then after that,
and maybe watch your team once in a while, but that's about it. So, but besides, we'll talk about other things as usual. But we'll start with how was your week, and let's start with Ed tonight.
Oh, this is follow.
I gotta go next. Great,
here
we go.
Oh man, I don't know. The weekend was weird. I've been sick for a while, so I've been doing a lot of sleeping and watching ads on TV.
Okay,
there's a lot of them. But I was watching the news, and I hear 10,000 North Korean troops are headed to Ukraine in an attempt to get World War III going, or whatever they're doing.
Oh, nice.
I don't know even know what side they're going to be on.
North Korea is going to Ukraine.
Yeah, I think they're on the Russian side. I don't know. All I know is I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
I do know that, and kind of crazy. But anywho, yeah, I'm out barbecuing on Saturday morning, and the air raid sirens go off. Like at 10:30 or whatever. Never bothers my dogs, but after watching that on TV, they were really upset. Like, the damn North Koreans are coming, hiding the bushes. They're like hiding their poop. They're like, they don't want anybody to know they exist. Pick up that fucking bowl and get it out of here. Hide those toys. Yeah, it was crazy. I think, they never get excited about that.
No,
so
now they did.
They must have. I told them, don't watch the news. It'll rot your head, man.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
And then just to, we've had a couple of hurricanes recently, in all seriousness. And, I've been talking to a lot of friends down in Florida, and they all seem to be doing good. And actually, Bass, his hair didn't even get messed up.
Still looks the same.
Still looks beautiful.
It's a Jimmy Johnson hair he's got.
I know. Yeah. So.
Yeah. My past week, what did I do Saturday? I did something Saturday, I thought. I can't remember. Saturdays. Oh, Eric. We stopped at Eric's house for his fall party.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
Party. Yeah, I forgot about that. And then Sunday night, he did a dinner with the soccer people. So that was entertaining. I saw Eric 2 nights in a row. I'm going to see him
3 nights in a row.
Now I'm going to see him 4 nights in a row if he does, which I believe he's coming tonight because he wants to do preview NBA with us. So
Yeah, and I thought we were going to be doing those commercials. He does exist. It's weird because my hands get all chocolatey every time he's here. Just like those commercials.
So yeah, I think that's it. Watch some little football Sunday or Saturday. Went to the Indian Trails last game of the year. They ended up winning against Park, but they are done. Did not make the playoffs. Bradford made it with 3 wins.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I think it's an automatic or something.
Indian Trail would have made it if they would have beat Bradford. So that's how weird it is. But they aren't. Nobody's going in. If they got to play Verona the first game, Bradford. Yikes! That's a long bus trip to get your ass kicked. Yeah. No offense to Bradford. I mean, I think
the Badgers would struggle against them right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Bradford. It's tough, but hey, good for them. Hey, you know what? All you need is the old saying: chip in a chair. You never know. Things could happen.
You're sitting at home.
If you could bet on high school sports, I'd take Verona and the points probably, but you can't bet on them.
Yeah. Oh, you can't?
Well, unless I find the right person. I don't know.
But they used to say that about that. What are those places? Like you go down to the Cubs game now. Oh, you can't bet on this stuff. Oh, it's illegal. Now you go there. It's in the fucking stadium. The whole building.
Oh, yeah. DraftKings.
And it's nice.
Yeah. They're all over the place now.
Yeah. Remember they were fighting to have that stopped. And then all of a sudden.
So you said that the one that was across the street from the Reds park?
The Reds, yeah.
The one there.
Timmy met that nice tall girl.
There's one built.
The Adam's apple.
Diamondbacks have one built right in the facility. Right.
Do they really?
It's like in the walkway for the stadium, but it's on the same. It's like right there. It's.
The Brewers don't have one.
Wisconsin, you can't gamble yet.
Oh,
Potawatomi, you can.
You're right.
But you can't gamble at there. So once it's legalized, I guarantee.
Yeah, they'll have to remove some of those brat stands.
Yeah.
Instead of cheese head.
The new racing sausage will be like a coin roll. Number 6, coiny. It's a bunch of smeats and then a coiny.
Yeah. That looks like a counterfeit. I don't know.
So that was my week. Exciting. So hey, whatever.
No, Bradley's party was a hit.
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a good time. Yeah, usual weather was beautiful, so you know you're fighting the cold, chilly weather.
And he took a picture with every single person there, a selfie
in flannel.
Do you know how many it ended up being? Just me.
Just like
yeah. He sent me the next day. He goes, "This is the only selfie I took." Remember, I told you I was going to get one with every single. Just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks weird now.
Well, yeah, he tricked you in wearing no pants.
I know that was that wasn't even the weird part. You guys did.
Yeah, let's go to the good, bad, and ugly.
We got that.
So, and Ed, you can start. You start. Pick what you want. I got a few, so we should be okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a good one. Let me find it real quick here. That's a good. We're going to start with the good.
Perfect. Good.
We'll work our way down. Yep. It's getting close. As the election gets closer, we'll start going good to
let's
bad.
Keep it positive.
Yeah, we'll keep it positive.
Start, yeah.
So Arizona State coach holds open tryouts for a kicker because their kicker's doing so bad.
Wow.
And of course, my thing just went over the top, so I can't see it now. But yeah, so they're so bad, and they were like, "Oh, so you're joking?" He's like, "I'm not joking. Anybody here on campus, if you can kick, I want to see you down here on Monday kicking, trying out."
Yeah. I
was like, that's awesome. The Packers did the same thing then. I don't care if you're in jail or.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
I did like the Applebee's comment you made. That was funny. The Applebee's comment.
Oh yeah.
That was good. Because Applebee's was funny. That was the funniest part of the whole thing.
You know what? When you go to Green Bay, Applebee's is like the premier dining facility. So I always used to do that with Rogers too, So, the kicker's going to be grinding on some waitress at Applebee's.
Getting his Urban on. My good is 2 goods from the same game. The Chiefs-Niners game. The Chiefs moved to 6-0, so that's a good for them. And the quarterback's not playing the greatest, but they're winning, so that's all that matters. But the big thing from that game, the thing to me that was good is Kyle Shanahan. The coach, one of my favorite coaches in the league. Goal line play they called, and it was a great play. It was a quarterback sneak, but if on the replay of the play, he had the guards pull on it. So the linebackers left with the guards because you make your reads as when they move, and the whole middle was wide open. He didn't all it was the center was 1-on-1, and he just had to walk in the end zone. It was a great play design. It was incredible. I mean, now it's in the back of people's heads now. Well, if they pull, we stay. Now if they stay, you pitch it. I don't know. Now you can't.
Now the linebackers can't cheat.
Yeah, so it was play design. I'll give him credit, and I'm guessing Shanahan designed that play. So that was my good, that play design. And then obviously Chiefs are only undefeated team left in the NFL. So
yeah, I saw another play. It was a well designed play. I can't remember where it was, but it was the first time I'd seen that play. I don't know if it was on a 2-point conversion or something,
Okay.
but it was a very good play this week. So at least these guys are getting a little more creative, it seems.
Yeah. Well,
Especially on these 2-yard plays. I mean, as a Packer fan, we see that they can't get 1 or 2 yards ever. So, I mean, they got to come up with something new. And other than just jamming the center and just trying to plow through.
Yeah.
Or they spread it real wide, then they try to run this wide, like the Packers do. Oh, let's run a reverse. That doesn't take time.
Another reverse.
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, they got to come up with better plays on these short games.
Yeah,
where
just
they
find better ideas.
Yeah. They've been true to this.
Or instead of being pretty, just smack them in the mouth. Instead of trying to
like the Eagles do.
Yeah, or like the Ravens.
Or the Ravens, yeah.
They usually just go at you. So, bad.
I got more goods.
Oh, good. Yeah, go ahead.
We got time. The Trump campaign stop at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
He just goes in there, works a few minutes, talks to everybody, and then he calls out Kamala for her phony McDonald's story. I worked in a middle-class family, worked at McDonald's. Really? There's no record of that. And McDonald's actually had to come out and say, well, we don't have all the records. You never know. But we support both people.
I mean,
which McDonald's was actually really good.
Well, that's what you should do.
But so Trump said in a rally later, he goes, dude, he's the biggest troller of anybody I've ever seen, especially in politics where they just somebody will call you a liar, piece of shit to your face. They call you a pedophile, and these guys just take it usually. Yeah. And Trump's out there. He goes at a rally. He's like, Kamala, you're a shitty vice president. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Where was this all my life? I've been alive 50 years. We never had a presidential candidate telling him, get the hell out of here. You're fired. It's great. I mean, you wonder why he's endeared himself to so many people, 80 million people or whatever in this country, because he's not the status quo.
Yeah. They're scared of him, man.
And if they say something about him, he comes right back and just tears them a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Every time. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, it's an odd, it's a strange. I don't know. It's weird, the whole thing.
Yeah, and everybody's still, I would like to have a guy that's very statesman-like. Yeah, we don't need that at this time and place.
No.
We need a wartime president right now, essentially. Mm-hmm. That's what we need.
It's coming down the pike, as they say.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what they do say. I didn't write the damn book.
Coming down the pike.
Yeah,
I wrote it down.
We should look that up.
I wrote it down, yeah.
If somebody says,
that's not what it means.
My wife said it's the exact opposite of that. That was our honeymoon. Are you coming down the pike?
Good times.
This is a R-rated show.
Yeah. I have any more goods? I'm trying to think. No, I don't have any more goods. I don't think so. I did like the Packer uniforms on Saturday.
Really?
Sunday. I liked them. Yeah, they were cool looking.
He was the only one. Nobody else liked them.
I think I would like the white helmet, and maybe if they went, no, it wouldn't look good. I think it looked decent. I mean, obviously, like somebody made a great point. They can't wear those in December because if it's snowing, it'd probably be terrible.
No, it'd be awesome for them. The other team's looking for them.
Where are they?
Just their offensive linemen look so skinny.
I did like the Texans going with their all darks. Then it was like just wear their darks against the.
It's kind of like the old days of high school.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah,
when we didn't have good uniforms.
And I like the Texans uniforms too. So it was cool uniform matchup. I'll give them that. So that was one of my goods. The uniforms are cool. Oh, my other good. I'll throw another one out there. Saquon Barkley's revenge on the Giants. He had a big game, and the fans were sounding like they were almost cheering for him. So that's pretty cool.
You know what? The fans, you see it more nowadays than you used to. Used to be fans where they hated you. Reggie Jackson got traded, and they just boo him. And if you're a fan favorite, even like Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Packer fans still kind of root for him. Not all of us, but it's like they still like to pick their player. I think that's more of a fantasy thing now.
Yeah, and I think with the Giants fans, they understand where they're at with their team.
Yeah. I mean, you've done it too, like Roquan or what, and you didn't, you were pissing and moaning. Roquan is a good time to get rid of him, but
I mean,
you still root for him,
Yeah. He's a good player, yeah.
And he's a bear, that's.
Yeah.
What are we at? Good, bad?
You're up. It's Europe.
You know what? I'll keep going on at the Mixon Lambeau leap. I was waiting, you guys would talk about it, and You don't go. It's no different than planting the flag on the Dallas Cowboys star or anything. You don't try to show up the other team, especially when you end up losing the game too. And it's just not.
Well,
a
he
good
was
look.
trying to jump to the Texans' arms, wasn't he?
With one guy in the stands, it's like you still don't do it.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a history of assault. Maybe the fans like, I don't know, the guy attacked me. It's Joe Mixon. My wife was right here. I've seen him punch women on TV.
Yeah.
The
thing I thought was funny is the guy that shoved him back probably was out of breath when he shoved him. So
he got
be a poor match.
kicked out.
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah, he got kicked out of the stadium.
Oh, really?
Which is crazy because, like I said,
well,
Mixon wasn't trying to assault him.
It depends what he said to him too, because sometimes that's part of it.
That makes sense. Yeah,
I don't know though. Who knows?
No, I mean it's something stupid.
Yeah.
But if Mixon would have just throw the ball back to the ref and head back, you're in the opposing teams. You don't jump into the first row, especially that guy paid a lot of money for those tickets. So he's like, I got in the front row. I was waiting for a Lambo lead. That asshole Joe Mixon jumped in my lap after his first touchdown.
That's awesome.
Was that his first or second?
Mixon?
It was that his second when he did that
a game. He did score.
I think it was his first.
Might have been his first one.
Yeah, I think he learned his lesson.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was his first. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was too.
It was that bad?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. It wasn't bad or good. It was just stupid.
Do you have a bad?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have. I have a couple bads.
Yeah.
The WNBA improved this year. Obviously their attendance was way up and their sales were way up, and they only lost $40 million this year.
Oh, profits are up.
Yep, profits are up.
Wait.
So
whatever.
Profits are up, but still down.
Yeah.
And I guess a couple of the NBA owners are not happy still. They're not getting any return on their investment.
Well, that's
they're losing 50. They were losing over $50 million a year.
I saw the players are fighting the union on the collective bargaining agreement now. WNBA.
They'll bury the league if they get raises.
I don't know what they're looking for. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I saw the headlines.
Yeah.
And I guess I shouldn't say it because I don't believe in any headlines anymore. So it might have not been all. That was probably poor on my part. Don't believe headlines, kids.
Yeah, I agree.
Read a couple stories about the headline. Figure it out. My bad is Antonio Pierce. Did you hear this story?
Antonio Pierce,
coach of the Raiders,
the fill-in coach that's still there.
Yeah. The guy that won't leave.
He won't leave.
God, he's like a guest. He won't leave. When's this guy
like,
going?
Antonio, we got to talk to you. I just finished decorating my office.
Nope, I'm in the bathroom. You've been in the bathroom for 4 months, Antonio. Get out here.
Guys are like, he's got his kids' pictures on the desk already. I don't know. You fucking tell. No, you tell him.
Look, he's got one of those things the balls hit each other. You can't let him leave.
It's going.
You can't fire him when it's ticking. So what happened was with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game, they're at the 9-yard line. They're the Rams 9, so they're going in this. They could score 20-12. The score is. Now I would go for it because you need 8 points. Field goal, I get it, but 2:50 left. 10 minutes, 8 minutes.
Yeah, but 8 points is one score and an extra point.
So he kicks the field goal.
Okay. Gets him within 5.
The game ends 20-15. But lo and behold, the spread was 7 or 6.5.
Probably a coincidence.
I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. You actually have to, if you know that, you have, he probably doesn't know it, but you have to go for it at that point because you can't just kick I mean, I don't know if they had the timeout situation. Maybe they had 3 timeouts. I don't know. I guess if they had 2 timeouts, they probably did. I guess I understand it. Still got to get 2. So it saves them a 2-point conversion, but it just looks weird when you don't go for the touchdown. Especially the Raiders they have to win a game. They have to win, or they're pretty much they're going out, getting out of the picture real quick. So I don't know. I mean, it just looked weird to me. What it's called, the aesthetics, is that the word? Yeah, it looked weird to me. It was down the pike. I saw this coming.
That's going to be our word for the night.
So if Eric says it, we're golden. If Eric says down the pike.
Oh yeah, we only got Eric.
Yeah,
he doesn't say much. He's going to talk about the NBA, which I find stupid, but he loves it. So,
how about any other bads or ugly?
I can go to ugly.
Yes.
I've got quite a few. I mean, Ryan J. Wedding. Did you hear this story? former Olympian, 2002 Salt Lake City Olympic Games. He was facing federal charges. He ordered the killings as part of a cocaine traffic ring in a rash of stash houses in Los Angeles and across North America. He's a Canadian. So that at least for 3 murders so far, cocaine trafficking across multiple countries.
Oh, yeah. Tell us that, or maybe Jay said. Someone told me about that. Yeah.
He was already been convicted in 2010 of buying cocaine from government agents. He's currently on the run in Mexico. Multiple murders. So they figure there's more murders too.
Jesus Christ.
$50,000 reward. So if we can get him on the show for an interview.
Ooh, new studio.
Yeah, we could probably add, maybe nice microphone covers.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, that was wacky.
My ugly is so last night when the Tampa Bay Ravens game yesterday, or last evening, or this week, what it's called this week, depends when you're listening. A game, they jumped out to a 10-0 lead. It could went to 13 or 17 in the end zone. In my head, I'm like, you know what? If they win this game, they could be the favorite in the C. I mean, they're playing good football. They're complimentary. Baker Mayfield's playing well. Well, they end up losing the game, but now, even if I want to put them there, it's hard now that they lost this is the ugly part of it. They lost both their receivers last night. Godwin dislocated his ankle. He's probably out for the year.
Jesus.
And he with 1:50 left.
Yeah, I saw him go down.
And Mike Evans hurt his hamstring, and he's out until after week 11 now.
Yeah,
at least.
After I drafted him, he dropped a touchdown.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it didn't matter. But.
So yeah, unfortunate for them, because I think that changes that team. They looked really out of sync when Evans got hurt. And now without Godwin to have that, they don't have that. I don't know.
They can't stretch the field at all.
They threw about 20 balls at Cade Otton after that. Yeah. So this is going to be a hard thing for them. And it's nothing to do about it. It's not like a team.
So do they go out and make a trade? Because there are receivers available out there.
Cooper Kupp's name's been thrown around.
Really?
Yeah. They're talking about him.
Well, while we're at it, speaking of Cooper Kupp, who else's name has been thrown around?
Rumor is Matt Stafford, and the Vikings are asking about it, which I don't know if that's just a story. I mean, that's a headline thing too, but
they have a quarterback.
I think it's unfair to Sam Darnold. Hop did comment on. I put it on Twitter today on the Basement Benchwarmers Twitter. I wrote something about it.
Twitter's horrible. I heard.
Or X. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, X. I heard.
And Hop did comment. And he's a Viking fan. He said that'd be just terrible if they did that today. And I agree with it. Sam Darnold has done nothing wrong.
No.
To beat. So I think it's just a story. But I wouldn't be surprised if Stafford moved. And there's a couple playoff teams, and the team I think that should go for Stafford and cut their losses is the Dolphins.
I like it.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Tua,
send Kupp with him.
His interview or yesterday it was. I liked Tua, but I was put off by it because they questioned about everything, and he kind of was an ass. Because they asked if he was under the guardian helmet. He goes, no. And he goes, why wouldn't you wear it? Well, personal choice. And he kind of real short and like upset about everything. Dude, you're going to die playing football. Yeah. You're going to die or become
Which I'm fine with it if he's making that decision. But he should have to sign a waiver.
It's just crazy to me that they're at. And he was like me. He didn't want the questions. Well,
why are you asking me that?
It's not the first. We've seen you now 3 times with your arms in the air like you look like a mannequin. I'm not being. It's true. It's scary looking. It's like, dude.
Oh, yeah. His brain's
Third time we've seen this with this guy. Third. And the fourth time was against the Packers. You could tell concussion because he looked great first half, got hit in the second half on Christmas. He looked terrible. It was phone balls like to the Packers.
Oh, no, their defense is what did.
No, but I'm just saying. And nobody in that building looked at him and goes, yeah, something's wrong with him.
We saw that. We're all like, what the
hell?
Yeah,
I was
actually watching.
We were watching him at Christmas. And I go, I think he's messed up. And we're like, and he threw up. I'm like, he's hurt. Something's wrong with him.
You even hear like Chris Collinsworth talking, and I had friends play college football. How many times did they ever lay on the ground with their fingers in the air like that, doing what do they call it? It's like a shock thing.
We call them Tua hands.
Tua hands, yeah.
Say jazz hands is too.
I mean, he looks like St. Jimenez. His fingers are going all different directions.
Did you ever watch the show Will and Grace before it became bad years ago?
So it was first season.
Just Jack. Remember Just Jack?
Yeah.
It's just Tua. The hands go up in the air.
It was good. It was a good show the first year or two.
It was funny, but then it became.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't.
I
Like,
just
that was
I-
a Tim move right
yeah,
there.
Tim-
I apologize.
Whoa, holy
what
shit!
the hell just happened? Oh, base hit.
I don't even know what's on. Yeah, so I mean, I'm telling you if he's going to keep playing, which I've been for him.
I
You
like
know
Tua.
what?
I like Tua. He's played
Take
better than I
your-
thought he
take
would.
your
He's
money.
he's a good NFL quarterback.
The NFL should give him an opt out so Miami doesn't get screwed over this.
That's what I said. You know,
and
yeah,
put him in the booth
yeah. Just make
or
let-
give
let-
him a front office job.
Yeah, let them tell the Dolphins, give them a cap wave, and just say you don't. It's not going to affect your cap. You have to pay him though. You have to pay him because we're not going to. But and if someone wants to trade, Dolphins should just do it. They should ask for the what do you call it? Exemption.
Yeah, they have him.
If someone wants to trade for him, let's go somewhere else and be on their clock. They got to pick up his contract. That's fine for the Dolphins. But Dolphins say we're not playing it to anymore. We just can't do it. We can't watch you do this to yourself.
No,
but that's the problem with the sport. Any sport.
Oh, we're for your Steve.
We're gonna have kickoffs, but we see a guy that's been affected by this, and not one thing's been done, and the NFL just comes and goes, it's not our decision. Okay, it's not. I understand you.
They're like 5 or 6 drinks.
You could just tell him we're gonna. But what doctor is clearing him? Is it James Woods from the program? Jesus Christ! Is it the coach from what's that one? John Voight?
John Voight from Varsity Blues.
Yeah, is it John Voight and James Woods clearing this dude? Seriously, it's unbelievable to me. I mean, and if he quarterback my team, I'd be like, dude, he can't play.
You know
man.
what's bad is even the guy from the prison one's like, I don't think we should play him.
Longest yard.
Longest yard.
No, he's not good.
No, we're,
so
Bert, you're back in.
So it's just I don't know. I
oh my God,
feel bad for the guy, and I understand. I understand the competitiveness because we all played sports at some point, and we'd want to play. I mean, we've all played with injuries, but I played with ankles or knees or shoulders, but never with it's his head. I mean, if you want to hobble around in a cane your whole life and keep that's different. At least you can have your mental capacity. I mean, he could actually this isn't going to be good.
What college did he go to? Alabama, right?
Yeah, Alabama.
So he's still the smartest guy in that state. So he's still got that going for him, you know.
So I don't know. I feel bad for him, and I don't know. I did before. One more thing, I did forget to say. A good I had Indiana college football moved to 7-0.
Yeah, very good.
And Tennessee with the big win this week over Alabama.
Who's Tennessee's quarterback? Is that
Alabama?
Is it still a skinny kid?
Yeah, the kid. He was another NIL
it's a weird
kid
name
from Hawaii. I think he's not from Hawaii, but I think he's like.
I watched some videos.
Polynesian or whatever.
Yeah,
he is.
I watched some videos with him when he was in high school. He is lanky,
but he's not great. He's not a great quarterback.
Really?
He's athletic. He throws the ball decent, but he's not like. But they won.
I never even heard of him until I saw some.
I watched a good amount of that
day.
game before we went to the party that night. I watched about half that game. It was a solid game. It was good, back and forth. Alabama just. I don't know.
One of the videos I saw, those TikToks or whatever, and it was some expert, and he was like, I said Caleb Williams was going to be a star in the NFL when he was still in high school. I said, this guy's better than Caleb Williams.
That kid is?
Yeah, that's what they said. There were a bunch of guys agree. I mean, he is very athletic, but
Tennessee
he's like
has no accuracy.
He's like coming out of a shotgun. It's just like wham, he just
the kid from Tennessee.
Yeah,
or the kid from Alabama.
No, Tennessee.
Wow, yeah, he has no.
I've never seen him play. I just saw a video.
He missed a lot of throws that day. He ran me I actually said he ran me Anthony Richardson today.
Yeah, well,
exactly of him.
Well, Richardson's more physically talented than Caleb Williams.
Oh yeah, he just always feels talented. A lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot. There's a lot
Justin
more
Fields is too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
he is.
I mean,
Spencer Rattler is. I mean,
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, there's 100 of them. Ryan Leaf. I mean, you can go down the line. Those guys are optically gifted.
Then there's Peyton Manning. Couldn't throw a spiral, but he's a Hall of Famer. That's the best one.
And Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And there's a lot. There's a whole bunch of them that throw like goddamn ducks out there.
Yeah.
Even Drew Brees, he wasn't that physically gifted.
No, just knew what he had to do with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good for them. Indiana, especially their quarterback is out. I think this week that we got hurt, so that's unfortunate for them. Penn State comes to Wisconsin this week.
Joey's going. He's coming down just to go to that game.
Oh, nice.
So he'll be. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Nobody knows he's coming.
Well, No, Joey, a friend of mine.
Yeah,
Joey
Joe
Canamian.
Canamian.
Joey Canamian's coming. He went to Wisconsin.
No, so he's already got tickets for that game. He was all excited because that's a big game.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a huge win for Wisconsin because that, really bad loss for Penn State.
Get to the parties by halftime, maybe.
Yeah. Third quarter. You don't need the fifth quarter.
Yeah. So that was my ugly was the Tampa Receivers, and I feel bad for them because they actually were like, I was watching the pregame last night, and Kelsey and I can't remember the guy, who's the Marcus Spears is on there, and the pregame show and Ryan Clark. And they were saying that who would have thought Tampa Bay'd be here, blah, and it's true. He picked Tampa Bay, and they're playing. Todd Bowles a guy. Todd Bowles, I wasn't a fan, but he's done a great job with that team.
He has.
But it's a shame they lose those receivers now. And I will say, I'm sorry, let me say one more thing. Now I thought about the pregame show. That pregame show, I love Jason Kelsey, everybody else, Van Pelt, but that pregame show is just hard to watch because it's just it's like us. When they're talking and they all talk over each other and it's a pregame. Like last week, Ryan Clark was trying to say something and Kelsey and Spears are laughing about the way Kelsey's dressed. Why Ryan Clark's trying to talk and you hear them talking and them. And
it's like four guys sitting around.
Yeah. It's like, which is, but it's not.
But there's probably a hot chick in there too.
No, it's just those four dudes. Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But they're just talking. They're just talking and it's like I was like, I like a little structure on my pregame thing when I'm watching a little bit. I don't mind like that Fox does and CBS and match out with his hillbilly funnies and sometimes, but
he's on and off now. Have you been watching him?
Yeah. I've watched it one time and I was like, whoa.
I watched it this week and he was actually a little better because I watched it a few weeks ago. He was a goddamn train wreck.
Yeah.
How he was like trying to help him out and then he was like, I know what I'm doing. You know,
like Lee Corso.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of the dementia type thing. The way he kind of, I mean, he's an old man.
Yeah, he's 70 something, right?
Yeah, he's got to be easily
close to 80.
70. Yeah, I bet he's closer to 80.
Well, if you have birthdays going on, I know, but birthday guys in here.
Yeah.
So that's all I had with the good, bad, and ugly. That was just
that was a good. You're back on good.
Yeah, I went to good and back to bad with the in Stoke.
I think I did an ugly.
Yeah, did you
guy that murdered?
Yeah, the murdering Canadian guy, right? No, not Canadian.
Yeah, he's a Canadian. Yeah.
American
Olympic athletes don't do that stuff. They don't beat somebody with a stick to break their leg.
Why me?
Which is even worse.
And the guy's name was Jeff Gillooly.
Gillooly. You know, after you watch that video and stuff, you're like, yeah, hit that bitch again. Why me? Better than everybody else, you know. That's what's great about it. It's so white trash. I got a couple more things. Florida State worst start since 75, 50, almost 50 years.
That guy's gonna get fired. And they were supposed to a playoff. They were a playoff team.
They got screwed last year from being in the finals or whatever.
I guess they were right.
Yeah, like 1 year late.
Yeah.
My other story is I gotta find it real quick.
You said in 50 years?
75.
Wow. Jesus.
I mean, yeah. So 74 would be 50. So 40.
They're losing like lots of some donkey teams too. They haven't lost. Like they lost some good teams.
This is rated R.
They lost some bad teams. Like not bad, but just teams that they should beat. And they got beat bad by a couple of them too. It wasn't even good. I'm like, ugh.
Everybody's like, oh, they just slipped up in the first game. They just weren't ready for this.
Now they're gonna roll.
It's like 6 games in. It's like, hey, Florida State. You know, we started. What are you guys playing over there? Still baseball season?
They're gonna be in the MAC by the end of the year.
Oh my god, they're gonna get relegated. My last story, and this is just ridiculous. Brookfield, Wisconsin, Goodwill. 2 women seen tag swapping
to get better prices
in a Goodwill.
$4. I got one for $3. Switch.
Now, this is a Fox 6 news story, and not one of them are like, are you fucking kidding me? In the Goodwill, your tags. Really? It just is like, now I can't get a political article that doesn't use 16 adjectives and adverbs to describe something, but 2 ladies tag swapping in a Goodwill is just straight on news.
I'd rather get caught for stealing.
Well, we just gave it back. It was worth nothing.
Unbelievable tags.
How can you get caught stealing for something that was worth nothing?
Good point.
The 2 women arrived in a white Toyota SUV. So, I mean, they weren't poor.
Tag
And they were
swapping.
tag swapping. They left with $80 worth of merchandise. That's like 2 truckloads full.
Well, it should have been 90. They saved $10 by tag swapping. What the fuck? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I thought it was the greatest story I ever saw.
I guess the economy is terrible.
Yeah.
I have coupons for good will.
Talk about that's Bidenomics. No, that's not even Biden.
That's
Oh my
just,
god,
that's just stupid people. Oh my God.
ridiculous.
I love
When I
this.
saw that story, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a joke, right? They're gonna no, they were serious.
It's not the Onion.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, yeah. So that hurt my head a little bit.
Oh my God, it is. That is awesome, but disturbing all in the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. You got anything left?
Oh, I had something. I lost the train of thought on it because I should have wrote it when you were talking about it. I started when you said tag. Oh, I do have it right here. I wrote it down. So, do you know there's a haunted house in Tennessee that if you get through it, it's $20,000?
Huh.
But they like physically harm you and stuff in this, and like people get their teeth ripped out and fingers broke, and they show pictures. You can look it up. It's in Tennessee, something Manor. It's called. They put you underwater. It's a legit like torture chamber.
But the missing teeth isn't a big deal in Tennessee. That one's not even on the list.
Just stick an old one in there.
Yeah.
Hope it stays.
Hey, I found another one. Fits.
So I was, and they're 20,000, and they're trying to get like banned.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I was like, and they're like, the guy's like, they're trying to get the guy. Well, they're trying to arrest the guy, and are take like, but basically you can't. But you can tell them to shut it down, I guess. Just in time for my story about the haunted house, Eric. No, just us three.
Well, he's gonna be down there on that bourbon trail right down that way.
So in Tennessee, there is a haunted house that if you get through the haunted house, it's $20,000. It's like a torture chamber, though. Like people get their fingers broken in, teeth pulled out, put underwater. Tom Waddle was talking today, and they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's true. It's called something Manor."
It was good. It was good. Just your traditional school
What's
band.
what's Logan play? I know. Yeah, I see
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say Yaz flute.
Yeah.
You play that Yaz flute right now.
I think I say another kind of flute, whatever. I'll move forward. Hey, quick before we go further, you didn't miss anything bad and ugly. Do you have good, bad, and ugly at all? If you don't, that's fine.
Did you already do them?
Yeah, but you can run through your.
Yeah, we're still wrapping up.
I didn't prepare it off the top of my head. Good. I mean, you could pick Lamar Jackson or Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Or the Ravens in general.
Yeah.
Bad as I feel bad for what the Buccaneers coach had to go through the other night, losing Godwin.
That was my
that
bad.
was bad.
That was terrible.
How about this for ugly? How about, sometimes to win in this league, you got to win ugly, and the Packers definitely won ugly, I think. I mean,
yeah, there was no way they should have won that game.
But you find a way to win a game.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and it's at home.
There was some really good things in that game, and there was obviously some things that made you kind of scratch your head a little bit and were rough. But I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more when you go through the games. But yeah, just a real quick. That's my quick, just NFL good, bad, and ugly.
I said the Joe Mixon guy, when Joe Mixon jumped in and did the Packer leap, that guy that got pushed him out and then got kicked out.
The Packer fan?
The Packer fan.
Yeah, he was trying to jump on that one Texan
I said,
fan,
well,
right?
Mixon was he's got multiple assaults against him in his career,
Yeah, he's just
How does he know? He's probably trying to protect his wife up there in the stands. He doesn't know
Yeah.
Mixon.
So that guy got kicked out, huh?
Supposedly, that's the story.
That's weird.
That is kind of weird. That's our stadium. That's our thing.
I know. That was my story. I said it
Because
doesn't
because he pushed a player.
It'd be like
shoulder pads,
having
and helmet.
a Packer man show up to the Bears game and stand next to Bear man.
Does it all the time.
I know, right? They get along good.
Do they really?
Yeah,
the Packer.
I've never been to.
buddies.
I've never been to a Packer at Bears game. I've been to at Lambeau when the Bears have
I've been
come.
like one.
No, the Packer guy and the Bears guy are both they're buddies.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
They hang out all.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen them
They
in
must-
multiple videos.
Must be a great party. Those two guys. They just sit there. "Rawr."
So
Go Pack.
Which Packer?
Oh,
guy,
that's the conversation.
I love cheese.
which Packer guy comes to the
He's the guy with the cheese head,
icicles and
yeah,
icicles.
He sits
Oh.
right next to the.
You know each other then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he sits right next to him. So I don't know if he gives him
they're
a ticket
both
to
Hall
come.
of Famers, I think.
Yeah, I know Bearman is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was
Living the dream. Those two.
Yeah. Well, the Chicago guy's a retired accountant, so I think he made his money.
Is he really? Because I've always joked that he's an accountant.
Yeah, he made his money. Yeah, I think he was like a pretty prominent accountant too. So yeah,
I've made that joke for years. I didn't even know that. I just was like, his name's probably like Murray.
And he travels a lot too. He goes a lot of places. I mean, he wasn't in Indy, which is surprising.
No, I was hoping to see him.
He may have been, but they're not going to show him on the big screen.
We didn't see him. We would have saw him.
But he might have been. I should have checked the TV and asked.
We would have saw him. No, Bearman. I would have got pictures in Indy with Bearman.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I would have climbed all the way down there. You'd see everybody, and when you walk in,
yeah, that's true.
That stadium is cool, though.
Yeah, I like that stadium.
It's like a big room. You walk in, it's like a big NBA stadium.
Yeah,
almost.
I liked it. I did like it. There.
Lucas.
That's what the Bears. Oil? That's what the Bears need right there.
Yeah, I would do that.
I like how the
better than the RCA Dome.
RCA Dome was cool though. It was
when
cool.
you open the doors.
Yeah,
like all the wind.
Like the Metrodome was like that too.
I've never. I was at the Silver Dome and I was at RCA Dome. And they were like the same place.
I saw a football game at the Metrodome. Sat in the lap. Vikings, New England on a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was there.
No
and they won 35-0 the Patriots.
Oh wow!
But it was cool. It was a cool little thing. Only had heard that horn once.
Well, Tropicana Field's got the same problem right now.
Oh Christ!
You open the door and the wind's just blowing through.
Yeah.
That's a bad too.
That's too soon.
Yeah.
That place a
no, it was a
dump.
hurricane.
Oh, it's too soon. It was hurricane too soon.
Typhoon.
That would be a typhoon.
No, it was a hurricane.
It's a cyclone.
I thought you were saying tsunami and monsoon together. Too soon.
That was the one that hit Shanghai the other day.
It's a hybrid.
No, it's a driver.
Yeah, we're almost banned already.
Yeah, they need a driver.
Our racism is thick here today.
So, real quick, we'll talk about the World Series. Dodgers and Yankees, two of the highest payrolls, meet up. First time in a long people are all complaining and pounding their face. Oh my God. It's the first time in a long time this happens. So it doesn't happen all the time.
What was it, 40 years or something? Since 81.
Yeah, but the highest payroll thing coming, that doesn't happen all the time.
Who won in 81?
It was Dodgers, Yankees.
Was that Fernando Mania?
Yeah. Wouldn't it been?
Was that Gibson? The Gibson?
No, I thought that was 80,
that was like
3 maybe.
No, Gibson was even later than that. That was like
89.
It was 88.
Yeah, because 89 was the Earthquake World Series, right?
Yeah, 88 was Dodgers.
That was in
A's.
San Fran.
Yeah.
Dodgers A's 88.
Yeah.
89 was A's.
Giants? No, it wouldn't have been Giants.
No, is that 89? Was the Giants? And then it was
I think the Earthquake is 89.
And then it was A's Reds.
Yeah. Big Red Machine.
3 years in a row.
The newer Red Machine.
I thought, did you say 89? 89 was Reds. 89, 90.
Yeah, one of them was the Earthquake. I don't remember which one.
Might have been 88.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
No, 88 was Dodgers.
So 81, Fernando.
okay.
Was
That
that
was-
Fernando
that was-
Mania? 89? 81?
81 would
Who
have
won
been.
that World Series, I wonder?
I don't know.
I would bet the Dodgers did.
Yeah,
It was a short season.
Yeah.
Because didn't the Yankees have like a good almost 20 years between World Series wins?
Yeah, and then the 90s
'Cause
game
it was
with Jeter
70s.
and them, and they won a few
And like
then.
2 years before
Yeah,
that,
you're
they
right.
played too. That was when Reggie hit the 3 home runs.
Yeah.
So I wish Willie was here because he remembers all that shit. Because we were just little guys.
He was in his 40s.
Yeah, he was already done with baseball.
Where is Willie?
County? Yeah, him and Tim went vacationing to a mountain called Brokeback.
Yeah, we already went over this for a while.
Yeah,
Did he? Oh, forget it.
It was like an ad.
Yeah, so I saw Tim email or texted the last.
Well, he
minute.
texted me that he did text
Oh, he
me.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's feeling under the weather.
Oh,
He said he picked up something this weekend up north.
He never gets sick. Now he's been sick twice.
it's called a hangover.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
he
the
picked
brown
up.
bottle flu.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Then our friend Nikki got engaged this weekend.
Yes, she did.
Nikki from Door
Nikki
County.
Sticks?
Nikki and Andy, her boyfriend, met him this last year. Very nice guy. So congratulations to them.
Well, they've been together for 4 years.
I want to put my name in the hat to bartend your wedding. So remember
What
that?
are they employees of the time?
No, she used to work with them. Now she moved down to Green Bay now, or Sturgeon.
So
or
everybody's
Sturgeon.
just friends.
Yeah.
But she used to work. She used to work with them for
Mission-
years
at the Mission Grill.
Yeah, she worked with them for years. That's how they met.
Mission Grill.
Super cool. Super cool person. He's super nice.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. We'll bring that up. That's my good. That's
I've
another
had some
good.
fun times
Yeah.
drinking with her.
Yep, that's
She's a
another
fun
my
lady.
goods, yeah. So she
What?
threatened to pee on me one time.
That was
That was a
Not-
threat.
It was because I made fun of because we were at a
It's called a golden shower.
we were at a wedding. We were working a wedding together, and the person, the land they actually brought sod from Lambeau Field and put it down.
Mhm.
And I go, I'm going to pee on this grass. And she goes, I'll pee on you. It was-
And there is a history behind that.
yeah. So anyway,
To
so-
pee or not to pee?
yeah. So anyway, congratulations though. awesome to them.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And
To everybody up there, it sounds like Fall Fest went well.
yeah, so
from what I've heard.
Carl and Tyner are doing very well at Time. Brian and Laura also. Brian's working with them, so everything's going well up there.
Yeah.
Got to make a trip up there again in the off season.
Yeah, Amber stopped up at Time and she said there was like an hour and a half wait or something. That's
Did they eat? Did they stay or no?
Oh yeah, they went out. They got the fire.
wine.
They got the fire out
They
back.
go to the wine building next door.
Yeah. She said it was great.
They have they only can sell wine, but they have like wine based liquors, so you can make it. So they only can sell wine right now. We were in there. It was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty different.
Did we ever get them?
And they have beer, wine, and beer. Yeah.
Did we ever get them a case of mushroom head wine?
No, not yet. We got to get on.
We got to get Carl could put that in the wine store.
Get it in the rotation.
Yeah, I think so.
Mushroom head.
Oh, Eric
wine.
wasn't here for our.
Oh, yeah.
We launched a wine.
We launched our own.
Why mushroom head?
Why?
When you drink it out of the bottle, the bottle looks like a schlong.
I wasn't sure if we're going hallucinogens or what.
And when you pour it,
which,
it comes,
which direction?
and
we're
when you
going.
pour it, it comes like vinegar. It's just squirts.
Oh yeah.
2 streams too, like it goes 2 different directions.
You can pour 2 glasses at once.
Couldn't it be like
Mushroom head wine.
an eggplant though? Like
Maybe
it squirts.
Maybe we're gonna come up with eggplant cognac.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm laughing.
Or eggplant bourbon. We'll come out with.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Eggplant bourbon.
Yeah,
Let me
write that down. Eggplant bourbon. Not eggplant in the bourbon, but eggplant bottle bourbon. Because there are no mushrooms in our wine, obviously.
Okay, just the shape of the bottle.
Just the shape.
Got it. Now I get it.
Yeah, I got that. I spelled it wrong, but I got it.
So yeah, Yankees Dodgers start off. You got Garrett Cole and Jack Flaherty.
You think anybody still listen to us? We went off course so far.
Yeah,
when does
We're
it
off
start?
the rails right now.
Friday night. So
Friday
they got
night.
those. So it'll be everything should be set and good. Real quick predictions. We'll go there. Who do you think's going to win the World Series and how many games? Ed.
Oh, I don't like I hate both these teams because they're just. I mean, the Dodgers had like 14 pitchers this year. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, Glasnow's out. Kershaw's out. I mean, they lost Urias last year. They lost Trevor Bauer. They just and they still got more pitching than anybody. I'm gonna go Dodgers in 7.
Okay.
Leaning towards the Dodgers just because they just can score a ton of runs, but I guess the Yankees can too. I'll go Dodgers in 6.
Kiki's gonna have it. He just keeps killing the ball in the playoffs.
I'm going to go Yankees in 6, and there's a reason why. 2 names: Stanton, who's having a great
Yeah,
postseason, and Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole can pitch 3 games in a series if he has to.
Well, let's see how this first one goes on Friday.
I like Garrett Cole. I think Garrett Cole might be the best pitcher out of all the staffs right now. He pitched well in the playoffs. Bullpens.
It's
at
Yankees-
times the Dodgers struggle, but they both have struggled. It's weird.
I bet the Yankees bullpen's better. They got
because and the thing is, if Dodgers don't win, I think Dave Roberts gets fired.
I agree.
I don't think there's a
He might get fired even to win.
Well, if they win, do you think being Dave Roberts? Yeah, I gotta retire because I can't.
should.
I can't do anything better. I got this payroll. They expect me to win every year now.
Yeah,
he should.
Yeah, I would retire if I won because he's only really won 1 World Series with a stacked lineup, and that was a COVID year lineup.
And it was a COVID. Yep.
He's never has he been in any other World Series but that one besides this one? He's never made one since then, right?
No, I don't believe
since when they
Texas,
haven't.
Arizona, and the year before was Braves and
Diamondbacks.
Phillies. No,
Oh, okay.
Braves and
No, they've been
Yeah.
getting beat in the playoffs
Yeah.
every year.
because of Brady for the NL.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's this. If he wins, I think either way, I don't think he's there next year. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Because I think I'd have to go. Yeah, I'm
Who
done.
did the Braves play that year?
Let me think. Braves. I could probably look on the old. Just look at the standings.
Interwebs?
What was like Texas, Arizona?
Texas,
last year?
Arizona last
Bra-
year.
And then Braves before that, and then the Phillies were before that, right?
Phillies were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Let's
so
see.
if it was the Braves, it was
Because
because the Braves probably beat Phillies along the way.
Phillies. Let me see. Sorry, let me get the list here. Okay, here we go. Oh, back to 1920.
Too
Or
much.
1918.
Oh yeah,
I can. I'll
Yankees.
probably
okay,
get-
here we go.
Yankees.
Astros, Phillies,
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Braves, Astros.
Yeah.
And then Dodgers, Tampa.
Oh yeah,
Dodgers.
Dodgers, Tampa.
And
yeah.
Tampa, if it wasn't
Yeah.
for some mismanagement of your pitching,
That
they
last
could have
game,
lost that. They could have
was it
lost that
game
World Series.
7. Who was the pitcher? The Rays pitcher.
Well, they won. They won.
They pulled him too early.
They won in 4 games. It was 6-game series only, but that could have. It was
Oh.
it was game 6 where they pulled the pitcher early because it was a 4-2
Yeah,
series.
Kevin Cash pulled him
Oh,
in like the fourth.
And they, and he was
And he pulled Snell. It was Snell.
Snell. Yeah, that's what I thought. We watched it here, I believe.
We may have been, yeah, we may have. It's just, because we were like, what is he doing?
They pulled him sore. Even I was like, what?
Yeah,
That Astros team's been right in. They got a lot of big changes coming this year too. They're going to lose Bregman, and
it was the first time they didn't make the NLCS in like 6-7 years or 5 years,
Yeah.
kind of like
Really?
the Chiefs,
Yeah.
Chiefs thing, yeah. And the first time a team
Niners,
that
too.
the Brewers that played lost in the playoffs ain't going to make the World
Not gonna
Series
make the World Series.
first
yeah.
time, but they got pretty far. But
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Fun facts.
Sure is.
sad.
So 2 for the Dodgers, for the Yankees.
Yeah, I just like the Yankees where they made up. I don't really care. I actually I'd rather see the Yankees win it because the Yankees, their roster hasn't really turned over. It's the Dodgers just turned their roster over. They've added pieces. Well, the Dodgers really haven't added a bunch of guys. They just have these guys that you had for a few years.
Dodgers have Freeman. They've
Well,
got
they
Betts,
did get
Ohtani.
They did get Soto. I guess they pulled him over.
And the Yankees picked up Soto.
But the Yankees haven't made a ton of moves like people think.
No, I agree.
They're being way quieter and to get where they are. And think about it. Beginning of the
Smaller
year, we
moves.
thought we were like,
They ain't gonna make a
I-
playoff.
no,
they're
I-
terrible. And they
I had them. I had them in the World
Yeah,
Series.
you-
So I should actually stick with that pick.
Yeah, you got
But I didn't pick them to win. Of course, I picked the Padres. I do every year.
and they should.
So I picked the Yankees to lose, so I should stick with that.
and the Padres should eliminate.
So what made the
Dodgers.
Yankees?
Yeah.
Why did the Yankees get in then this year? If we were pretty down on them, I mean, people were
Stanton, he was kind of a forgotten guy.
Yeah, and he hasn't really
the,
paid
the
dividends for
Soto
me.
thing has though.
Soto's helped.
Oh,
Stan never paid, but this playoffs, Stan's
He's been
paid.
hot,
he's
yeah.
made his money. Well, not that much, but he's made his money for this year.
Yeah, he's there. You know who he is? He's who the Yankees have a few years ago. The guy used to
Reggie Jackson.
no, like that wasn't Giambi. It was there was Brosius.
Oh, Scott Brosius.
Scott
Yeah,
Brosius,
third baseman.
Yeah, I remember him.
Dude, you wouldn't even do shit all year.
And then on the playoffs, he would just
He
rip
was
monster.
like Sandoval.
Yeah.
The third baseman.
yeah,
Same
the
thing.
Panda.
Be terrible. Playoffs, awesome.
And who was the dude on the Cardinals that was like that too?
Third baseman.
Yeah.
Carp.
No, it was a short name. Freeze.
Oh, David Freeze.
Freeze. He was
Yeah,
the
oh,
same.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was a decent player,
But
but
then the Mets guy
getting-
too.
The second baseman.
Not McNeil. Oh shit.
He killed the Cubs in that playoffs the year before.
But
they won it.
every time he's in the playoffs,
Jeff.
it's not
No,
McNeil,
Jeff.
is it?
The second baseman.
Yeah,
Murphy.
Murphy.
Dan. Oh, jeez, what is
Daniel Murphy.
Dan Murphy?
Daniel
Yeah,
Murphy.
Daniel
Okay, no,
Murphy, yeah.
I kind
Then he went to the Nationals. It was okay. And then he came to the Cubs for a minute.
Yeah, same
Cubs.
guys.
The Mets swept the Cubs right the year before they won the World Series.
Yeah, I was at that game. I was at the game 4 when they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that series started. We were up at Fall Fest.
Oh yeah, because we were trying
They
to
wouldn't
watch
put
it.
the game on.
Yeah, because we couldn't see that because we couldn't. No, that
'Cause
game
they're
it was a
Brewers fan.
Dodgers.
Oh, it was the Dodgers.
The
You're right.
Montero grand slam we missed.
Yep.
I watched that in Disney World. I
Yeah,
remember that.
we were in a bar in Door County,
Yeah.
and this is how petty Wisconsin fans are. We found out. We're like, hey, they had 3 TVs. Badger game was on. These 2 big TVs. Hey, little TV in the corner.
Yeah.
Hey, can you throw the Cubs game in the corner for us? No, absolutely not. We're not putting the Cubs game on. And first and foremost, Chicago pays your bills. No
Yeah,
offense.
no
the Illinois
shit,
people pay your bills
especially
up there.
Door County,
But we're like,
God.
and Kevin, who runs a bar and he's a Cardinal fan, so he didn't know. He's like, he walked up and he goes, you can't. Are you serious? He goes, I don't know. You're not. These people want to watch the game. You're not going to turn
it's
it
a
on.
big deal.
And it was a few years back where the phones weren't very good.
Yeah.
We could barely. We were watching on my phone. It kept going out, so we missed Montero grand slam. Then all of a sudden we're like, we just went to our phones like, oh man, they went up by 4. What happened?
I think we got it like on a tweet before because
Yeah.
the tweets go a little quicker.
So we couldn't watch. They know I was watching on TV though, and the Badgers
They
were
played
smoking
at the same time.
Were
yeah.
smoking who they were playing.
Because I remember
They were killing them.
I could picture I'm sitting in Disney World we were in our room and I had on the TV we had the Cubs game, and then on my phone I had the Badger game, but the scrolling bar was going, and I saw that the score had changed by 4, and I'm like,
Yeah.
And then I got to watch it,
Yeah.
but I knew a split second before the ball left the bat that it was already.
And we couldn't leave the bar because we were on a bus tour.
So we were at
So we were
the
kinda
mercy of a
stuck.
bus.
Yeah, and we were going to make them leave. Obviously,
'Cause
we
you
were
were-
like, oh,
you were trying to
and
get
even
that 20 grand at the
and
end.
don't get me
right?
wrong, there was like 2 or 3 guys on the bus, and they weren't like even they were Cubs fans. Were like, hey, they actually, I think one of them asked, hey, can you turn a baseball game on for us?
Yeah.
No.
Was that
Oh,
the-
you don't get it? No, we get it.
Bastards.
We're just not going to turn it on. That's what they said. We're like,
Was that the year we had the crazy lady on board too? Remember, there was a crazy lady
Little
in like a yellow, like
little head lady.
rain
Did I
little
talk
head?
too much?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember the
That lady talked. Well, no, she was with us that one.
She was with us.
The one I talked too much.
Yeah.
The crazy yellow coat lady. I remember her.
I'm pretty sure it's the same one you're thinking of.
Was it Curious George?
No, I just remember she was nuts. And we were all like,
Yeah.
hopefully they dropped. No, she wasn't with us because we dropped her off somewhere else.
Pot
Yeah.
calling the
She was
kettle
a different-
black, huh?
Shut up.
He goes, shut up.
No,
I'm sick of
Littlehead.
shit.
Littlehead, that was a different. Yeah, you were hammered there.
I wasn't there, and I could just. Ed's told me that story 100 times, and I just picture you doing
She goes,
it too.
yeah, see, there was a ghost up here in this window in the room. You could see it in this old 1930s photo. See that? There's a little. Here, pass this around. Scott's all hammered. He gets it first. He's like, Littlehead. Walks to the next person. Littlehead. He goes around the whole room like
No.
18
The best
people.
part, there's a lady with us with her husband. We knew through who was a group with us. We don't really know her, but we just knew them. They're nice people. But she was talking, and the guide actually said something to her. Hey, can you like let people hear stuff? Well, then
Mhm.
and I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna yell that. And the tour lady is laughing.
Yeah.
She's cracking up. And she
Littlehead.
thinks
So it's like
hilarious.
17 straight people. And then Scott walks over. And I think Amber just come back. She had a pee or something. He's like, Amber, Littlehead.
Amber's like, what are we talking about?
What's going on?
It's like, I'll tell you later.
That's funny.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious.
He was so hammered. It was great.
I wasn't hammered like
No,
I was hammered. Fun
It
hammered.
was more like a brownout. It wasn't a blackout.
So let's do basketball. Let's do this. Let's go over NFL games last week. Then we'll do basketball, and then we'll pick our NFL for next week. How's that sound? Yep.
That sounds great.
Okay. So let's go over the games last week. So first game is Dolphins-Colts. Dolphins win 16-10. I'm sorry, Colts win 16-10. Anthony Richardson had a big 129, and Taylor, the quarterbacks combined for just over 200 yards passing combined.
That's right.
So 6-10. Eagles revenge tour for Saquon Barkley, win 28-3 Giants. Daniel Jones, I think, was sacked 8 times in them, and he didn't even play the fourth quarter, which
What if he would have got sacked one more time? Then it would have been
I could have the Justin
times.
Fields clip. I could have
Yeah.
call. Seahawks lose, beat the Falcons pretty good, 34-14.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of them, really.
Yeah, lost 3 in a row, won 3 in a row,
Then
lost 3 in a row,
and now they're back. Yeah.
and the Falcons are same up and down. That the NFL is weird because either of those teams
Mhm.
beat any team in the league on any given Sunday. It just matters. It's
But
how
where are
you-
they going to be at the
Yeah,
end?
exactly.
Mediocre.
Bills Titans 34-10. Bills started off sluggish, but then took over. Mason Rudolph, decent game in relief of Will Levis, who's injured.
Mhm.
215 and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker had a big game. Go back to the Seahawks, a touchdown, and he had a receiving touch on Metcalf, a nice touch on Metcalf. Metcalf also was injured in that game. Brian Robinson finally getting carries, another game, 100 yards and a touchdown, and a receiving touch on the game, I believe.
Yeah, because I sat at him because it said questionable. That's why.
Panthers Commanders win 40-7. J.D. Daniels was injured in the game. Say he's going to be okay. Mariota was 205 with 2 touchdowns, which helped me in our touchdown only league because I get any quarterback on the Redskins, so it worked out good
Yeah,
for me.
that's a nice rule at that.
Yeah, I
when
love
stuff
it.
Like happens.
Brian Robinson, another good rushing game. Didn't make sense to me why they would run Jaden Daniels when Brian Robinson was killing the ball, and they also give Jaden Daniels the ball and he gets poked and he hurts his ribs. So I don't get it. And you know what? I'm not a coach, so I don't get it. Rams beat the Raiders 20-15 in the game we talked about earlier. Antonio Pierce kicks a field goal down by 8 with 2 minutes 50 seconds left, makes it 20-15, and the point spread was 6.5. Interesting. We already talked about this, but
It's nice that they covered.
Eric, you chime in if you like about covering.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
As you said.
Could have tied the game with a touchdown,
Mhm.
but went for the cover.
Well, you think everybody's on the up and up? What I mean, no,
Not in that
There-
situation.
There's
You know what?
there's elements of cheating somewhere.
At 8 points, you have to go for it.
Like I said that, I did say that. I said, well, I don't know a timeout situation. I guess you trust your defense. The Rams were moving the ball down the field either. So you trust your defense. You got 3 timeouts. Or with a 2-minute warning, you trust them. But I don't know. I still go for the touchdown there. I don't know. It's just they're at the 7-yard line, I think, or 8.
8 points, you have to go for
Yeah.
it. You have to. You
I
can,
bet still, yeah. Because if you do miss
if it's
it,
9,
then-
obviously,
and if you
kick
do
it.
score and miss it, you still got only a field goal to win the
Yeah.
game then. So you kick them from 50 yards if you have to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're in the same situation. You're actually still in a better situation, but
Mhm.
and if you turned over, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Chiefs go to 6-0, and they're also, I believe, 6-0 against the Niners in the last 5 years. I believe they haven't lost to them in Super Bowls,
Yeah, it's
and
something
or maybe it's
crazy.
5-0. They were 2-0 regular season, 2-0 in Super Bowls. Now they won this game. 49ers decimated by injuries. Brock Purdy did not look great in that game. But when you're missing guys getting hurt, I have no receivers right now. Deebo Samuel just got out of the hospital with pneumonia. Ayuk tore ACL, MCL, big contract out for the rest of the year, and who knows how much next year. Jawan Jennings is injured right now. He may come back. So the only healthy receiver they have is Kittle, basically. So it's going to be and hopefully they're going to ball next week, and they got a game with the Cowboys next week. That's going to be
with
tough
the
one.
NFL, almost all the receivers are injured right now.
It's just
except for the Packers, all a bunch of their 18-year-old wide receivers they have. They just got a pile
Reed's
of them.
hurt, right?
I think he is.
Reed's hurt, and Watson. I think
Watson's
Watson
always hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watson only got one target here today. It was weird.
I mean, it is
Dobbs. They're becoming their main receiver,
it-
which I called beginning of the year. I called Dobbs.
You did call
I
that.
called Dobbs
because that
what?
was the unexpected one.
I called Dobbs
I love Reed.
because I knew he was going to
Reed's a hell
pout
of
and
a
get his
player.
way. No,
Yeah.
I think Dobbs is the best receiver. I do.
So you think it's not a bad idea what they did is just get a bunch of rookies essentially and just go with
I
it?
still, my
You
opinion.
think they should have
You'll
one
disagree.
star?
You guys will disagree. It's working. You still need an alpha receiver.
That's what I'm
in the
asking.
NFL, you need a guy that's going to take something away, and I know it's working. But you see, sometimes those coverages are rolling now, and it's he did throw a couple picks that were not good picks, and if you got and they were double coverage too. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know what? It doesn't. Everybody does.
No,
it,
so
it doesn't matter.
you believe that you need not.
I think you need an alpha receiver to a point that they don't take away from the team, but they make you better.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I mean, you don't know. You don't know that. You don't know. Maybe one of these guys is an alpha. Maybe Dobbs is becoming an alpha receiver. Maybe he'll be that guy. And the thing is, they thought one was the alpha receiver. He just can't stay on the field. So maybe they do have the alpha. He just can't play. Because he's probably one of the most talented receivers in the league. Can't fucking get on the field.
He's huge.
He's
man.
long
He's
and he
fast.
runs decent routes. And
Maybe it's Reed.
So it's DK Metcalf.
I think
though.
Reed's too small, and I think he's too much of a gadget guy. He could be like a small version of Debo or
Well, I think of Debo, but I mean Debo's an alpha.
that
I mean,
deep.
I don't know about that either. They don't have anybody close that's going to be an alpha. I don't think.
They're to be honest, the San Fran's built the same way.
That's what I'm kind of going.
Ayuk
I was kind of going that way.
is good. I mean, Debo isn't going to get. He's not consistent with catches, but he's consistent with doing things. Kittle's not, but Kittle does a lot of things that you don't see. So it's about
It's just kind of weird. You're seeing like the Rams have their two. They got two alphas. They're both out.
Mm.
The Tampa Bay's got two alphas out.
Mm-hmm.
Adams out. Well, now he's back. He miraculously cured, But there's a lot of alpha receivers out right now.
Yeah,
a ton of them.
Yeah, it's about game planning sometimes. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you have to worry about more than one, but
Those are some older guys too.
That's
you mentioned.
AJ Brown has been out most of the
These
year.
are some older guys.
I've talked to
Nico's out.
We talked to a couple guys. I think LaFleur's scheme does a lot for what happens in our offense. They get schemed very well, but you're seeing more. There's tighter coverage now, so I think teams are kind of catching on a little bit to what they're doing, but they're still open receivers. And as long as you win football games, it doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
I
mean, you think about it. Last year, in the 49er game, you had that guy you can just count on to get the ball to in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You can throw him the ball at least twice in the drive and make them. You see teams. You've seen it a million times. Big games and like the Cowboys. You see Lamb. Perfect example. Justin Jefferson. He is so good. He gets open no matter who he is. He's always open. He is. You show replays.
There's
he's
not
open.
enough Justin Jeffersons to go around.
Andy,
That's the
Andy
problem.
uses his body to get open too, which you don't see all these. I mean, very few of them actually.
I don't think
he does great shielding with his body.
My God,
he's incredible.
It's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
But the Packers didn't have an opportunity to get a Justin Jefferson. That's the thing. So I
Yeah,
think
they had Adams.
they did, but what they ended up doing with these
And
young
it worked.
receivers,
I mean, it worked
think
with
that
Adams, obviously. I mean, it was good.
But what they ended up doing over the last with these gathering all these young receivers is probably the best thing that they could have done. Because they didn't have if they didn't have a Chase or they didn't have a Jefferson in front of them to be able to grab. And then are you going to grab a veteran? And you just mentioned 6-7 veteran receivers that are all hurt right now. Yeah. So it looks like it's working. You know how good it is right now? It's 5-2 good.
It's working until Romeo Dobbs pounds his fist and doesn't play a game because he's pissed off he's not getting the ball. That's the problem.
Well,
too many guys that want to catch on that team.
Well,
let's see.
And he did. He became a bitch for a week and got suspended by the team. Second guy in 2 years with the Packers had to suspend star players because they just know how to be a team player.
Yeah.
And you see with Jair Alexander. And Tim says himself, Jair Alexander is a problem. When he's done,
for sure.
They're going to send him because he's like, I think he's got something. I think he's got like an AB thing going on.
Oh, for sure.
Did you guys watch?
He's good. I love him. I think he'd be great. But on your team, but it's like sometimes even Tim texted me. He's like, he's gonna get punched today. I'm like, I wasn't watching. I'm like, I didn't know what he was talking about.
He's insane.
Yeah. Did he start all that stuff before the game, or was that
Diggs probably started it?
But Diggs was. You watched Diggs
chirp.
just stood there and
because
Dobbs had to be held back and like he wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he said, but you think Packer players and stuff would have been on Diggs too. They were like kind of leaving Diggs alone too and pulling. So he must not, because if he would have said something like bad, I would have jumped on him too, being a teammate. Shut your mouth. I'm gonna punch you too.
Well, did you see the interview?
Smart. He knows he can get under Jair's skin.
Yeah.
There was an interview
he's an idiot.
Before the Packer game and Jair was. It was Jair and it was Xavier, the guy that's had all the interceptions, McKinney. And yeah, Jair, he doesn't like when he communicates. He's on a different planet. Like, you don't really know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, this will be his last year, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't he got 2 years left? He just signed an extension 2 years ago.
This is gonna be his last year.
You think he'll? Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to deal with that shit. And another thing, like you said, suspended, but that's all inner workings too. Maybe some teams wouldn't have suspended Dobbs for what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Jair obviously would have.
Well, he skipped practice days.
I know,
he didn't show up to the facility.
No, I'm not saying that.
They had to
but
go check on him, so he wouldn't have played anyway because he missed practices.
Devontae just held out, for how long?
But he was there. This guy didn't show up, and they thought he was dead. They thought he killed himself.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, they went to his house. They were freaked out. They couldn't get a hold of him. He wouldn't answer his phone.
I didn't hear any of this.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
That's ask Tim. Tim heard the story. They had to go to his house.
This is this last week
when he got suspended. They had to go. They had to go to his house, and he was there. Not answer. That's why I think that's the reason they suspended him, because they freaked him out. Like, oh crap.
Yeah, you can't
we're gonna finally go to his. Yeah, just tell him. I mean, and show up. I don't know what his problem was. I don't get it, but that puts a lot of pressure on your young quarterback too. Now is he forcing stuff? Trying to get him the ball? I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea.
Well, I think LaFleur handled it pretty good. He's
Frenchie?
He's a young kid.
Frenchie, that's a great name.
Hopefully they nipped it in the bud. I mean, I mean, it seems it's worked fairly well for who's the other guy they have that keeps getting it? Was it Devontae Wyatt or whatever? Got into a couple things, or one of the linebackers.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that number. The guy that pushed us trainer last year. We were at
that guy.
That against Detroit, he might have cost him the game a couple years ago.
Quay Walker.
Quay Walker, yeah.
And
Remember he shoved the trainer at the Detroit game?
He had 2 incidents that same year.
Yeah.
He shoved the trainer. And
the trainer, you watch the replay, the trainer was just doing his job.
Yeah.
Well, I think I even brought this up last year. You got to remember, these guys are like 20 years old, 21 years old. Not Jair. He's a grown man.
But Quay Walker can't just shove a guy that's doing his job.
Right.
Trainer.
And
I'm not saying that, but these guys make mistakes when they're young.
Yeah.
That was his rookie year when he did that, and then the next
year
you
gotta have a talk with them. That's your
he learned.
Yeah.
You want to see people learn from stuff like that, but Alexander's just kind of consistently stayed kind of a weirdo and hothead. And
well, who was the Tampa Bay guy?
Good player,
the great player all those years. He had all kinds of problems right at the
Antonio.
Sapp. Yeah,
he just had the pot smoking thing. He was good when he got to the pro. The guy had a problem.
I think he had another problem.
Sue had the problems.
Sue
stepped on.
No matter he tried killing Jay Cutler and Aaron Rodgers in the same year.
Yeah,
like he literally almost killed both of them.
Yeah,
like
but then he was well respected after that.
Yeah, then he went to he played on the Super Bowl. Was he on the Buccaneers team? That
was on the Buccaneers.
Yeah. Was he? Yeah.
So I mean, you got to remember.
He was a dominant player, but the problem is
with Tampa.
Yeah, but no, he's dominant with the Lions.
I know he was, but I'm saying he was decent.
Well, but it was weird. A guy like that's good. I mean, you don't need to do.
You remember how good he was at Nebraska?
Those are screw. Those are different than me. Those are just screw those guys.
And you got kids then that screw up and do stupid shit. So I don't know. You hope you give them the benefit of the doubt the first time. I think on a lot of these things. I mean, you're going to have we were already talking about Tua. He's still going to keep coming back and playing. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's a screw loose guy now.
Is he back next week?
This week?
This week, whatever.
So I don't know. If they're young, first, second year, when you see these guys that are already in their fourth year in their second contract, that's enough. You're a grown man now. You've got millions of dollars.
Yeah.
People are looking up to you. Yeah, I don't know.
So back to the Chiefs game. The other thing too.
Sorry, I got
no.
Tracks.
No, we started talking about receivers. I think that's what came up because
we can talk all day about them psychos.
The 49ers, the injuries with them, but the thing, like I said about Purdy, I said it a few weeks ago. I didn't watch Purdy a lot, but I've more for some reason last couple weeks in games, and I'm selling. I think on him. I'm done with him. I don't think he does wrong. He always runs around like he thinks he's like Lamar Jackson or somebody, like he can get away from this, or he, like even Rodgers in his prime could get away from certain, but these quarterbacks never ran backwards.
No.
He wants to run instead of shuffling or maybe taking a loop to get out. He like goes like this and then then he turns his back to the field and goes this way.
Mm-hmm.
What do you turn your back for a second, you're going to turn around. You got to refocus now. It's losing time.
Yeah, you brought up Rodgers and that. His whole thing was he would stay forward. He's extending the play, and his guys knew because he had alpha receivers. He had Adams and Jordy.
Yeah.
So he had good guys.
Yeah, all those first round picks.
They still doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they became alphas.
Yeah, Nakua's the same way, or there's a few guys who were drafted late that are amazing.
Yeah.
But he would keep the play going. They knew to get open, keep running, and it worked. Purdy, like you said, is turning his back.
Yeah.
He's like running for his life and then trying to turn. You can't. You're going to get killed out there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, 3 and 4.
You're going to really find out a lot about Purdy now if those receivers are out. Because Ayuk's out.
The thing is, he's out for the year. He's in a struggle. I mean, that's the thing. It's a shame because it's not going to get easier.
All 3 of the receivers are out.
Debo is
he's going to miss.
He's sweating one out, right?
He's going to have to miss a week for sure.
Yeah, sweating out a fever.
He
or
had
something.
food on his lungs.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And Juwan's was out last
Jennings
week.
might come back. There's something not sure. Well, I got Ricky Pearsall. And the thing about Ricky Pearsall, that might be an opportunity for Ricky Pearsall because he's supposed to be a good receiver.
He's got fluid in his lungs for sure. He's got lead in him.
But they're talked about he's great, and people are talking maybe this chance to show because he wouldn't get a lot. He's going to get a chance to show now. They have no choice.
It's a good call.
They could be in trouble, the 49ers.
Yeah. Their defense will still keep them around, though. Because their defense played good this week. They didn't play terrible.
I haven't looked at the playoff picture on where they're.
Is CMC going to come back at all this year?
They said after the bye, they're talking.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, week 9.
Yeah, that's the rumor now. They said coach said mostly after week 9, but who knows? Steelers and Jets. Steelers 37-15. Jets another team going another direction. Just the defense didn't play well. And actually, Russell Wilson looked pretty decent. You know what I love about Russell Wilson is that George Pickens got involved, and I have him a couple fantasy.
Another crazy wide receiver that
needs the ball.
He stomped his foot on the ground and wanted the ball, and he got it.
Yeah,
from one diva
he just
to
put
another.
Stuff in his nose.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
I got fined.
Oh yeah.
Brock,
I got. How many guys out of Mike Tomlin's coaching tree have went on to become head coaches?
0.
You're right, 0. How many have went on to become coordinators for other teams?
0.
0.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell's going on there because he wins with like nothing. It seems
that's really weird.
You never really know who is on his coaches.
He had he didn't coach. He never because he can't. Didn't Todd Haley go from there to Kansas City?
I don't know, but
because Todd Haley was the OC there.
Said 0 and 0. That's what I heard today.
Unless Todd Haley came there.
Tomlin's the idea of the team.
Maybe they didn't start there. That's what I'm saying. You have to start there to become
under his coaching.
Because Todd Haley didn't come. If you come from somewhere else, like Todd Haley was established.
Well, I see what you're saying is they brought him in as a coordinator and then he moved to another team as a coordinator. But I don't think.
Yeah, and so did
to be a tree, your roots have to be established.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, but that's not.
The seed had to have been planted.
That's not true because then what's the name? Coach somewhere else.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid was a coach somewhere else before he came to the Packers. So was Mariucci might have been too.
Oh, we're taking him.
But I'm just saying
he's part of the tree.
I don't know though. I don't know.
He's part of that cheese tree.
They might have been part of the. I think they were the Seifert tree. Both of those.
Oh yeah, they could have been.
I think they were.
Yeah, George Seifert. Yeah, San Fran. Yeah, because then that's why he went back to San Fran.
Yeah, because I think we talked about that a while back.
Right. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, so that was a really weird. I mean, if it's still few, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just crazy with Tomlin how well he's performed there.
Yeah,
he's the guy though.
Yeah. Broncos beat the Saints 33-10 last Thursday night. Bo Nix 164 passing. I was Javonte Williams has his first game of the year, 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's about it in that game.
Did you see the Bo Nix? And I don't know if that was from last week or the week before when him and Peyton were arguing, and then he explained it in the interview afterward. He goes, "Well, I was just telling him I love him, and he was just saying he loves me."
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah,
was that last week or the week before?
2 weeks ago. Yeah. Ravens beat the Buccaneers. We talked about that game a little. 41-31. Lamar Jackson. Jeez. Eric brought up 5 touchdowns. Mayfield had 3 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions. Henry 169 and also a receiving touchdown. Chargers beat the Cardinals beat the Chargers on a last-second field goal last night. And Herbert's throws for by far his most yards there, 349.
Those are 2 mediocre teams right there. That was a terrible game.
Actually, the Chargers got one of the best defense in the league. There was a terrible call at the end of the game in that game. Tim stayed and watched it. Yeah. They called a late hit on the Chargers on a play, and the guy basically grazed him with a shoulder pad and almost whiffed. It was on a side of Marvin Harrison, dropped the ball,
Really?
and he hit him like here with his shoulder, but it called. So they gave him 15 yards. Not that they wouldn't have stuck on a field goal range, but still, that's 15 free yards in a.
Yeah.
They were under a minute or minute and a half. So
Well, when I left here, I was gonna watch that game when I got home, but guess what? ESPN Plus. Which supposedly it's weird because I thought I had it.
With Disney Plus, you get it.
Disney Plus, but no, it was asking me to sign. It was asking me to pay.
You couldn't sign in.
It wasn't working.
Oh,
so I don't know. It could have been just me being lazy, and maybe I'm like, okay, is that under Heather or is that under me? And I just gave up. I just, watched highlights of the other game and then paid attention to it. But I won it was more because of Otten in the other game. I won my one fantasy game by 1 point.
I beat.
So it was some of those Otten, that garbage time a little bit where he was his only receiver at the end. So
in the one league I'm in, I won by 1.2 points.
Yeah.
And that's Derrick Henry, and I had J.K. Dobbins. So every point.
Yeah, because Dobbins did not have a big game at all.
He caught a ball at the end. They got me to 2 points I needed.
Yeah.
What's all this? Is it supposed to be Boston or somewhere? They're some with the stadium there.
Oh, are they? No, they're not building a new one, are they?
I think it's the bridge outside. They were showing. I went across that bridge a couple of years ago. It was only like half built.
Oh, they got their rings tonight. I forgot about.
Is that what it was? Okay,
so I don't know. Maybe they hung a banner up or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Who else is playing in?
Lakers in Minnesota.
Oh, is that on the same channel here?
It's gonna be right on office. Yeah.
I was just wondering why they were showing the outside of the stadium there.
I got a fantasy question. Well, we could talk about it after the show, but I kind of got screwed.
You can ask it. We could ask on the show after this. We'll get done with this. You ask it right away after. Make a note.
Well, it has to do with your league. So,
ooh.
Oh.
No, I guess I didn't. Maybe I didn't know, or maybe I. You want me to ask it right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're still talking football.
Yeah.
So I took Embiid with the 6th overall pick, and now he's out for a week or whatever. And I'm like, well, I should be able to switch him out. I have a player.
I'll switch him out for you. Oh, you don't have a player put in for a spot?
Well, okay. What is this? So you're required to put 2 centers in.
Yep.
What if you have that forward center position?
4 can go there.
It would not let me. It would not let me put, because I have the forward centers.
Before you go, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, you got to pull one guy out.
I tried every scenario I could. I took Embiid out.
I'll do it for you.
And then it just showed an empty slot.
It doesn't matter. No, he's played yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should even be able to pick up if you didn't even have a guy.
Unless you're playing
you could
me.
Find a guy that hasn't played until
I couldn't pick anybody up because it said waivers are tomorrow, and then it said, because I was going to just pick up Andre Drummond because he's playing for him.
You won't be able to put him on this week though, because that'd be effective.
That's what it said. Period 2.
Yeah, period.
It said
2.
it.
It's
period.
weird. Yeah.
But if I have
our draft so late.
if I have that forward center position, I should be able to take one of those guys and put him.
Remind me, outlook.
Yeah,
okay.
You'll be able to fix it because I struggled a little bit last night trying to get my team set too.
Well, I found that out this morning about Embiid. I'm like, what the?
Well, it had a forward center in my center position.
So
and then
now
I had 5 centers. I couldn't put them in.
So no Embiid and George. So now the Bucks are definitely going to lose tomorrow night, right? That's usually the case. When they play against the Stars.
Giannis has got a rest day.
Yeah.
So the Patriots lose to the Jaguars in London. Sound like you're from London. 32-16. That's about it from that game. Oh, Tank Bigsby had a nice game, 118, 2 touchdowns. Brian Thomas had 5 catches, 89 yards, touchdown.
Brian Thomas had a great year.
Brian Thomas is doing well. Bengals 21-14 over the Browns. In that game, Deshaun Watson tears his Achilles. It'll be Jameis Winston the rest of the year. Does anybody know the word karma means? Because I do.
Isn't that a light chicken gravy?
It is. Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan.
Packers beat the Texans 24-22 on a last-second field goal by new kicker Brandon McManus. Love 3 touchdowns. Jake with 76 yards. Dobbs 8 for 94. Stroud only 86 yards passing. Mixon 115 and 2 touchdowns. And the game of the day, I think, was the best game of the day. Lions-Vikings, a very good game. Lions win 31-29, dropped the Vikings to 5-1, and the Lions moved to first place at 5-1. Goff 282 touchdowns. And I think he threw like 85% again or something like that. Dude is absolutely on fire.
He's MVP
and he is my MVP right now.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Lamar.
Nope. I'm going with Goff.
But Lamar's a close second, I'm guessing.
It's a long year, and I think Goff can do what he does. He's Goff, dude.
Scott just threw out the gauntlet.
He just like last year was a couple play, like last 2 weeks. He's so comfortable in the offense. He like play action, gets on his back foot, the ball's out to a guy. It's like it's all the. And the problem with that though, you get him off his timing, is going to be a little screwed up.
The problem is too though they got a wide receiver out now Jameson Winston.
Jameis Winston, 2 games.
Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Williams. I'm sorry. Yeah, Williams.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Substance.
Yeah.
Substances.
Well, they got Laporta might get more involved then maybe.
Hopefully.
At least Montgomery survived injury because I thought he got hurt pretty bad in that play, but he's okay. He'll be back. I thought his knee was tore up.
That's a team that could use a wide receiver.
Cooper Kupp.
I agree. It'd be great.
I
Karma.
think he's
Supposedly is available.
Karma.
So Matt Stafford.
I saw that little. Who sent little blurb on Stafford?
Jay said something. I saw it, so I sent it, and I'm like, it could be true, could not be. I would think like the Dolphins be a good place for him. Just till 2 goes down, dude. You're done.
Yeah, I'd say that. I would.
But he's a
somebody
little
needs to
older.
advise
He's a little
him.
too old because Stafford this year, as Dolphins going to win a Super Bowl, probably not. Yeah, it's gonna be right now. If you look at it, it'll be hard to beat the Ravens right now in that conference. I mean, the Chiefs are good too. The Bills have played better this week, but the Ravens, man, they're firing all cylinders
Bills
right
have
now.
fallen apart. Well, they won. They won
played better
week.
this week,
but
yeah.
they didn't. They started.
They were
terrible.
oh my god, they looked terrible the first quarter and a half. Terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my Super Bowl pick, of course.
Yeah. So Lions win 31-29.
They're the Padres.
Jones 93 yards and a touchdown. Justin Jefferson 7 for 81 and a touchdown. Darnold 259 and a touchdown. Gibbs 116 and 2 touchdowns. Brown 112 and a touchdown. Goff 280 and 2 touchdowns. So that is this week's roundup of the league. So we'll go back and make our picks for football after we do the NBA preview.
You want to do a beer of the week? I didn't bring any, but I could go grab some out of your fridge.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Willie will drink it.
Willie.
We don't have
So
to do one
let me
today,
see if I
then.
still got that on here.
I'm gonna have a beer though.
Yeah, go get one. I got to find the music here.
What do you got for? We got like a Coors Light or something.
Yeah, you want one?
Yeah, something easy.
Yeah, just give me a cup and I'll do half with you. I don't need a whole one. I'm fine. Can't find my one thing of stuff I used to have on here.
What's the thing with the dolphin? Play that. That's funny. Yeah, there we go.
That's the NBA preview. So the Miami Heat Dolphins start out.
That's the Jazz. It sounds horrible. That's it. That's
The
a jazz
Jazz.
fusion. It's like that. Yeah, that was that. Who's the guy?
little rim shot. I was gonna say rim job. That would have been wrong.
It was Rory Cochran or something. I don't
So did you hear when Eric's gonna be here? You hear there's a new entry on the LPGA tour.
Okay.
It is a male.
Oh Christ.
Yeah. Haley Davidson
I hope she wins everything.
opens LPGA qualifying on some players reportedly oppose league's policy. The transgender golfer Haley Davidson began the second LPGA with a 78 as reports surfaced. 275 female players sang a letter saying absolutely not. She
Yeah.
should not be here. If she's a male at birth, she shouldn't be in our event. So I have a feeling that happened. I think you were telling us every couple weeks that teams were forfeiting against that college team.
Yeah, I think
it happened like
Boise
3
or
more
something.
times since then.
Yeah, it should.
And the NCAA is still doing nothing about
I
it
don't understand
to
how it's
protect women's rights.
How is this even a fucking thing? Oh yeah, I'll take a.
Oh
Hams.
wow,
Hams is great.
That's a big dog too. Oh, that stuff was good. Willie brought it a few weeks ago. That was good.
Is this a Yingling?
That's a non-alcoholic.
Oh, this reminds me of hunting the land of sky blue waters.
these as like just kind of beers of the week.
Okay, let's do them. Yeah, go put that away. Yeah. So So once again, someone is in.
Did you ever think? I mean, I know what the answer is, but even 10 years ago, we would be discussing that dudes would be playing in women's leagues, and the leagues would be all for it. And if you even like question it, you're the bad person. It's fucking insane. It's insanity.
But the same people, and I have no opinion on this topic at all. I could care less what you do, so I guess I don't care. The same people that say abortion is something will be okay with this.
Mhm.
It's can't have it both ways there. If you're for women's rights, then you should be for this, saying hell no, this shouldn't happen either.
Well, I don't understand. And
It's terrible. It's terrible.
it's crazy.
It makes no sense. At least golf isn't a physical sport where someone get hit in the face with a ball or something. That's better, I guess, but still, it's still.
You don't think a dude just? I mean, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's
That they think it's even a good idea. I mean, the pronoun stuff we kind of laughed about. Oh, it's fucking stupid. You know, I've never had anybody come up to me and go, "Well," and I'll be like, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Well, my pronouns are." I'd be like, "Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit what your fucking pronouns are. I would. I've never had it happen to me though, because I'd be
That's
like,
why you
I don't need to, join in your fucking fantasy world.
Yeah.
I don't care about Dungeons and Dragons either. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Eric does. He's a big D&D player, weren't you?
I never did you guys play?
No.
I never played that.
Yeah,
No idea.
I had 3 troll cards. I don't know. I don't even.
I'm
know
more
if
of a
that's
Pokemon guy.
I saw that too, and I almost punched those guys.
What is the
standing around my-
nerdiest thing you guys ever did as a kid? Like what?
Podcast.
I mean, I never did Dungeons and Dragons. I'm trying to think of. I'm sure there was some nerdy things that I did.
You could be Joe Rogan on a podcast, probably bringing in, $100 million a year. He's still, people are like, what a fucking nerd.
I don't know. Nerdiest thing I ever did. I don't know.
I'm trying to. We'll table that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably stuff in school we did, like plays or something. Who knows?
Oh, I did
I did plays.
Yeah,
plays
see?
was fun.
Yeah, I did a play one time, I think, if I remember right. I don't know.
I wish I would have. That's
what am I
where all
trying
the-
to find here?
That's where all the
Okay.
chicks were.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Did you look at the yearbook?
I was camping with Willie and Tim.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Beer is good, and just out of spite, just because Willie's not here, calling in sick, we're gonna crack open a couple of beers from his home state. And Scott's already got a puzzled look on his face. I guess I'm the only one that taste test between the.
I'll do one too.
Okay, I didn't bring a.
We'll drink out of the can.
Yeah.
I'll drink out of the cup. You drink out of the can.
Yeah, I'll drink out of the can. So, Founders Brewing. I know we do a lot of beers from Founders, but just I didn't come very prepared, so I just went in Scott's fridge. But there's 2 beers. One being a Founders Michigan Pilsner. It just says Michigan style Pilsner. It's pretty straightforward, 5% alcohol. Tastes like all the Pilsners I've ever had in my life. Nothing special, just kind of straight up. It's tasty. Good summer beer.
You know what? I respect your opinion more when you're wearing those glasses. I don't know what it is.
Maybe that's the most nerdiest thing I've ever done is this.
It's like he's looking through my soul.
I'm a beer nerd.
I know. He's like, he starts drinking. He goes, it's just like all the others. I'm like, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And
That's
I'm
so
rubbing
smart what you just said, just like all the others.
I'm rubbing my beard while watching them.
Very intelligent. Here's some more intelligence for you, Ed. All day grapefruit, session hazy grapefruit IPA, zesty, juicy, and refreshing. 4.75 alcohol by volume. I'm going to give this. I've never had this.
It has an excellent bouquet.
Oh, okay. Ooh, it is very fragrant. Yes. The grapefruit is good.
Smooth.
Subtle. It punches you in the face, but then finishes in a more subtle manner.
I like it.
You like that, Ed? So our beers of
I
the
do.
week are from Founders, Michigan Pilsner, and Founders All Day Grapefruit Session Hazy IPA.
I know that grapefruit one's good because Scott got all excited. And he's not an
Yeah.
IPA guy.
And these are just we did it for Willie.
Yep.
In his absence. So,
Yep.
All right. Let's talk NBA.
Ooh.
So the NBA season kicks off this week. And what do I win for? I think didn't Tim tell me that no way Bronny was making the roster to start the season? I was gonna bust his balls tonight.
I think you win a Michigan Pilsner.
Didn't Tim say he was no way making the starting roster this year?
I think so. And we were like, you're nuts.
Guess where he is tonight?
Yeah, I know.
He's in LA. They get more minutes than Connect probably.
I'm telling you, I read about a week back. They're like, Connect needs to, improve his game so he gets some. He's competing against Bronny and I don't know, was it Matura or?
Oh, Hematura is good.
He's
though.
legit.
He's a big man.
He's got an idea.
He's
where,
solid. Yeah, he's solid. Yeah.
And they're like, they're going to be fighting for minutes, and I'm like,
Bronny's 6'1" on top of it. We just thought I just
plus he
realized,
sucks. Let's just be honest.
like we
I
looked
mean,
at
he could become a good player, but
when is the last game a guy that averaged less than 5 points in college got drafted? Because usually they're alpha players.
When's
aren't
the
they?
last
They get
time-
drafted.
when's
They
the
were
last
best
time-
scores in their team?
Yeah. I'm a player that averaged 5 points a game in college that had a Hall of Famer as a dad. That's how you should ask that question, I think. Would he have? He would not have gotten drafted.
He was a
at
bench
all.
He was a bench player at USC.
He would have been a second thought.
I think he would have stayed at college if his dad was LeBron James.
Yeah.
What advice? I mean, I know that team had turmoil at USC, but now he could have NIL'd out, went somewhere else. He probably would have. Being a player like that could have NIL'd to make money, but he don't need the money, obviously, which is
Colorado.
fine. That's cool. His dad, that's cool. Didn't take someone else NIL money, but he did take some guy's roster spot in the NBA, though.
Yeah, no shit.
That's the problem with it. And nobody has a problem with that. I think he might, people don't, when Petey was here before too, we disagreed. I think he might get a little Caitlin Clark treatment. There might be a few big hits on him and stuff. He gets the basket. A lot of players probably aren't happy about this. A lot of guys that had to go through all the.
Caitlin didn't have her mommy there to help her out though.
Oh, good
That
one.
is awesome.
Think about it.
Yeah.
So he might not get it because
first guy
LeBron
takes
is
him
going
out,
to be there.
LeBron wants to fight with him. That'd be
Well, and
that would
LeBron's
be
got a lot of pull around the league, though. I mean, these guys are probably afraid of LeBron just from that aspect.
LeBron was at Giannis' wedding.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, okay. How many other NBA players were there?
Yeah, but
was
he's a
Tatum
legend.
there? Was
I don't think so.
Was
I think
Curry there?
A lot of his own team, except Middleton, he couldn't make it. His knee was fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have a wheelchair ramp.
He was supposed to be.
I got some Middleton stuff.
He was supposed to
later.
be the best man, but he was on. He got injured. He got injured rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, and there's no wheelchair ramp, so he couldn't get in. What the fuck?
Anyway, okay, so let's do our picks. So what we did is our pick who's going to make the playoffs, maybe 1 through 8, and not the play-in. We just did 1 through, unless you did America, that's fine. And then who's going to be in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals? Who's going to win it?
I didn't do any of that. I just did the standings, but I'm doing it right now.
Okay,
I'll
and
have it
then
done.
we want to pick an MVP.
Yeah, I did the 4 MVP, rookie, coach, defense.
That's fine. We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get rolling. Eric, you want to go first since you're the NBA guy?
So what am I starting
Let's
with?
do the East.
Yeah, let's do the East. Pick your team 1 through 8.
Yeah,
Pick the division.
I got that done.
Okay, here.
We'll just do 1 through 8.
Let's,
Top 8.
Let's pick the division. You want to do division winners and then the last.
Who cares about the division
Okay.
in the NBA?
Yeah.
It's
right.
all about the 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Let's go 1 through 8. But I'm
gonna go backwards.
I got to
Can I go backwards? 8. My 8 around the horn then.
Yeah, because I'm going to write them down here.
Okay.
My 8 is the Miami Heat.
And then we're gonna keep.
Or-
Okay.
or should I-
No, that's
Yeah, I mean,
that's. Go ahead.
Whatever you
Go.
want to do.
Go Ed. You're 8.
I'm going to go the Bulls.
I will agree with you.
That's where you're going to go.
Yep. I wrote mine down, Ed. So you don't have to write mine down.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay.
But then I can
I got
stare
mine.
at
Mine are
guys.
all written out. Too.
Okay. So
I'm not
back
going
to me. I'm sorry. My 7 is the Magic.
Okay. Ed.
My 7 will be the Magic also, even though they're going to win that division, I think.
My 7 is the Heat.
Okay.
Go. My 6 is the Cavs.
Edmund. I'm sorry. Edmund.
My 6 is the Sixers.
My 6 is the Pacers.
You had the Cavs, you said?
I had the Cavs. Yep.
And I had Pacers.
Yeah.
And then your 5, Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry. My 5 is the Pacers.
Okay. And mine is
At least LeBron finally shaved his head.
mine's the Bucks.
My 5 is the Cavs.
Okay.
4, Eric.
My 4 is the Knicks.
My 4 is also the Knicks.
My 4 is the Bucks.
My 3 is the Bucks.
Ed, your 3.
It comes to I'm at the Cavs now.
I got the 76ers in 3. Eric, 2.
Okay, and when I wrote this out last week, a lot's changed. It was a couple injuries, so I switched it. I have the Sixers as my 2.
Okay. Ed.
I actually had them as my 1.
Okay.
But yeah,
So you got the Sixers as your 2.
as my 2.
Okay. And I have the Pacers as
I have the Knicks as my 2.
we're really
And we're all going to say Boston, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was gonna throw the Sixers out there
Okay.
just because George kind of was banged up already, and Embiid wasn't out. But
So let's say Eastern Conference. And who's your Eastern Conference final then?
the way that I think it is gonna play out, I just keep going back and forth because the Sixers always choke. I was going to have them choking. I want Celtics and Bucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ed?
I'm gonna go Pacers and Celtics. So wait a second, I gotta write these down here.
I'm going to go Boston and New York.
You just saw what Boston did to New York, didn't you? Was everybody healthy on the Knicks tonight?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, well, I think the Celtics hit 29 threes tonight, tied the record.
It always the first game
I think
of the year,
the Knicks were shooting like 50. Knicks shot like 56% in the first half, and they were down by me.
Would you have, Eric, in there? Your final?
Bucks Celtics.
Bucks Celtics.
So we'll tell who our finals is later. So let's go to the West. The West,
All
number
right.
8.
Yeah. And this you want?
No, go ahead.
You want me to start? I was going back and forth a lot with this, but I'm going to say the Warriors are my 8.
Warriors.
And now I'm already going to throw out there, we were all pretty much in agreement with. We had all the same 8 playoff teams. I think
I don't have
real,
the
real
I
close.
don't have the Magic.
And
there was a
I did not
Magic
have
and
the
the
But
Bulls.
overall, 7
Yeah.
teams are about the same.
I didn't have the Bulls.
Yeah,
Yeah, so 7
Yeah.
teams I bet out of
Yeah.
the 8 are the same. This time might be a little different.
I think that's why I was going. That was going to be my point.
Yeah.
So my 8.
Yeah.
Grizzlies.
I'm going to go with the Suns.
Okay, so my 7 is the Grizz.
Let's see. Here's 7 Grizz.
A lot of Edie's on. I mean that's a huge thing, really. I think. I mean, what is he 7'3"?
Yeah.
7'4".
Yep.
You're 7, Ed?
Let's see here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Clippers, which is crazy, but
I'm going to go with the Kings.
Okay.
6.
6 Suns.
I'm at the Suns as well.
I got the Grizzlies at 6.
5 Thunder.
I got the Nuggets.
I got Golden State at 5. 4.
4 I got the Wolves.
Oh!
Randall I think is going to fit in well there. I really do.
Who's your 4, Ed?
Let's see. I'm trying to see who I got left here. Did I say the Suns already?
Yes.
I thought I did too. Okay.
You're the one writing everything.
I didn't write it down the same way you guys. I'm gonna go Spurs at 4.
I'm going to go with the Wolves also. At 4. That's what you said, the Wolves, right?
I said the Wolves, yeah.
3.
3's the Mavericks with Clay.
So let's see, Mavs. That's
He's been garbage too in the preseason.
I got some more on him in a
At
little
least he's
bit.
playing.
Yeah.
Unlike Middleton.
And I have some on him too.
Who do you like at 3?
I've got the Wolves.
I had the Mavericks as well.
Okay.
Number 2.
My 2 is the Sacramento Kings.
Wow.
Little addition with DeMar DeRozan as well, I think helps them.
Okay.
DeAndre Fox is or De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Would you have the Kings?
Kings are 2. Yep.
Okay. I've got the Mavs at 2.
I've got the Thunder.
Thunder at 2.
So you and I flip flop 2 and 5 kind of.
And number 1,
Easy Nuggets.
I got the Nuggies too.
Ed didn't pick the
Ed's
Nuggets.
not- no, Ed's
Who do you
not-
got?
I picked the Thunder at number 1.
Thunder.
And nobody had the Lakers in it, huh?
No Lakers, and Ed had the Spurs.
Yeah.
I did put the Spurs
I don't
and
think
I
they're
put the
ready yet.
Clippers in there, which is probably a wild pick.
So who do you think's gonna be in the finals for the East or Western Conference?
I was just working on that.
I got mine.
I got mine too. Nuggets and Wolves.
Oh. Ed?
I'm gonna go off the charts here. I'm gonna go Thunder Suns.
I'm going Thunder, Denver.
Yeah.
So who do you guys got in your finals matchup and your winner?
Before I pick that, I just want to say, like, the top 10, the top 5 in each conference, and it's like you had, one team at 5 and I had them at 2 and blah blah blah. I think it's going to be separated even in both just by a few games. Really, I think that those top 5 teams in both West and East are going to be really, really close. But back to my finals. My finals, we're going to stay in. It's going to be a border war, the Bucks and the Wolves.
And who's winning it?
How do I not take the Bucks? I mean, come on. They're now my Bills and Padres.
I mean, they got 1 or 2 years left. So.
I have to keep picking them till they win again.
Scott, you got
Another 50 years.
you got the Knicks, Celtics, and Thunder Nugs.
I got Knicks in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Oklahoma's the Thunder, right?
And I'm going with Oklahoma, the whole goddamn thing.
Well, I haven't gone yet, right?
Nope.
You think the television stations are going to let you get away with that final right there?
I've got the Pacers.
Major market. Yeah, it is New York.
I've got Pacers Thunder with the Thunder winning.
Ah,
what I
I
had.
like it.
Yeah.
Hey. Great minds think alike.
Yeah, we always screw it up.
Yep.
Got this guy picking the Bucks. Stupid Eric.
I got to stick with him.
I'm going to root for him, obviously.
Fuck yeah.
I think the West is going to be a mess.
We could bitch about him all year. That'd be fun.
I think this could be their last. The window's starting to close.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's starting to close. That's why I'm picking them. And maybe there's a trade in there somewhere if they have.
The window's closed. There's a little crack in it right now.
Yeah. Well, still it's sort of open.
Yeah.
I mean, you got. Let's not forget that Damian Lillard is a incredible player.
Another year
Giannis is
there.
incredible
He's
player.
I think last year with his divorce stuff, he went through a lot.
And yeah,
And he
the
started
coaching
like
change
2 days before the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in there. He had no time to practice, no time to blend. Then he's dealing with a divorce.
And they got Doc.
He's flying back and but at least they have a coach like in place. They have a veteran coach.
Yeah.
There's not
Oh yeah,
Doc is not going to get fired, a month into the season.
Oh,
he's not. He's not.
We'll see.
Never say never.
Well,
where is Budenholzer now? The Suns?
Budenholzer went to the.
He was with the Suns.
Yeah.
That's why I picked him.
Oh, he was there last year, right? No,
Yeah.
he just got there.
He just started
this year.
So he's finally off their books. He's off their payroll, I should say.
The only coach paying 2 coaches now.
Yeah. So obviously the NBA is all about players, right? So players.
Not players. Players.
So before we pick the player awards, I dove into that top 100, going into 2024 because you guys want to know where our guy's at, right?
Please don't tell him he's in even the top 50.
He's not.
Thank God. 69.
No, that's a good. Yeah.
Damn it.
He is. Now, granted, this guy. Okay, let's not forget. Let's not forget the man that we're speaking of averaged 23.8 points last year in that final round of the playoffs.
Oh God, who cares? They lost.
Yes, but he did
in
lose.
those 3 games.
Yeah.
He is.
And he threw 3 picks a game too, so it didn't help him.
He's 63. Chris Middleton is 63.
There is he's 6 in the NBA right now.
That's what it says going into 2024.
We got to name 63 better players. I think we could do it.
Well, the other guy we mentioned playing like garbage, you said, and a Hall of Famer is 71. Who's that guy?
Playing like garbage.
You said he was playing like garbage.
Klay Thompson.
71.
Yeah, he's been terrible in
Yeah.
But he is playing.
He's playing. Well, how long is Middleton out?
Dude, he was off and on last year. He could barely play.
Joel Embiid's out.
Yeah, but he's
like the 5th.
He's dominant when he's there.
Yeah. Anyway,
do we do top 10? You got top 10 guys or something?
You could guess who
you
the
want
top
to get
10
them?
is. Well, I mean, I'm not.
They're all
I'm not even
foreigners.
looking at it.
They're all foreigners.
You know who the top 10 is.
Tatum's in the top 10 probably.
Yeah. I mean, here
is LeBron on there?
I'll actually find it.
LeBron's not top 10.
Huh?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I'm sure he is.
Did you see that one I sent you? They had him at number 2, and another guy Shaq had him at like number 3.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
not even close.
Well, the headline is Jokic tops LeBron.
Then again, he did. You know what? I don't. But he did almost. He did have a good. He had a good
Olympics.
He averaged like 20 some high 20s a game
in the Olympics.
He had no in
the
the
season.
He was over 7 rebounds, 7 assists last year too. So that's pretty good for being 40 years old.
He's not as good as Jokic.
Well, here,
Giannis.
He's
better than Giannis.
Here's your top 10. Here's number 10
because he just can do more.
Let's go number 10.
Here's number 10, and I think this guy's might take over as the best player.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, he's number 10. I think he's going to be the best player on the planet in a couple of years here.
Paul Rudd. That's awesome.
Any guesses on number 9? He's an old guy.
Kawhi.
Curry.
Oh, Curry, yeah.
He doesn't wear the right shoe size sometimes.
Oh, Durant.
Durant is
Oh,
9.
yeah.
No.
Durant
Not in the
can,
top 10.
Durant can still shoot, though.
He was awesome in the Olympics at times.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
He's not playing tomorrow night.
Embiid?
Embiid. 8.
Wow, 8.
Scott's favorite player.
LeBron.
7.
Okay, I can agree with that. I would put Embiid ahead of LeBron, though.
And then we mentioned the other old guy, Curry. 6.
Curry.
Okay, yeah, and I still think he still got it too.
Went off tonight.
Tatum.
Tatum's
Then
5.
it's good. Wait, let's get the top 5. Then we got Shea.
Which
obviously then we have the Jokic, Giannis, and Doncic.
Giannis is 3.
So who's the 4th?
What do you mean? We just said Shea.
He was but who's the 5th?
Shea is 4. 5 was Tatum.
Oh, so we got them all then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I thought we were missing one.
So number 1, so Luka's 2 and number 1 is Jokic. Which there's not there's not much disagreement there for those top 3. I
wouldn't even say the top 5.
My thing on on Shea, I mean, he had one really brilliant year last year. I don't think he's the 4th best player in the NBA.
I think he's good. I like Shea.
I'd put Tatum ahead of him.
Tatum's good.
Yeah,
and like I said, I think Edwards is going to show something. Edwards averaged 27 points a game last year. I think he's going to show that he's an MVP discussion this year. I bet.
Well, let's go to our defense player here.
But Wemby's not in the top 10.
No, but he's probably in 50. I'm sure.
Where do they got him at? Let's see.
I'd have to scroll out. Why don't you guys talk among us?
Well, let's do rookie of the year, or not rookie. Defense player of the year.
Ed, pick your defense, and I'll look.
I'm gonna go with Wemby.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd all go with Wemby.
That's what I have.
Wemby or Giannis. Those are my 2 choices.
I have Wemby.
I'm Wemby. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't even.
Oh, I just saw him. I scrolled too fast.
I don't think we have to really argue about that. I mean,
no, Wemby's good
because Gobert's not going to get it. Wasn't it Gobert had?
Gobert did okay.
But he's 31 now.
Rarely ever goes to a guard. Well, who got it 1 year as guard? Oh, well, what's the name on it? Didn't Jaylen Brown win it last year?
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
So, and he's a great defender.
Well, yeah, they had him and Marcus Smart on that team.
Marcus Smart won at one.
I wish the Bucks would have got Marcus Smart when he was floating around. That would have been a great pick.
They were giving him away for nothing.
When they went and got after Tucker left and looking for somebody, that's what they should have got, Marcus Smart. Because he's actually not a bad scorer either.
I scrolled too fast. I saw Wemby, and now I can't find him.
He should be the tallest picture on there.
I'm gonna say he's 23.
God, I'd have him in the top 15. He's gonna. If he stays healthy, I know he's long and lean and everything, but he can move
and he can shoot too.
I know. He's
since on a bench good. We don't saw that live.
Yeah. That's why that Pacer team.
I got Spurs tickets again. We'll go to the game this year. I got Spurs tickets this year.
Oh, nice.
So we'll go
in.
Yeah, I think it's a Wednesday. Is what it is.
In.
That's why I saw the Pacers last year. We saw them live without Halliburton. Was that last year? No? Or is that 2 years ago? No.
Might have been 2.
That was last year.
No, 2, because last year we sat your tickets. Was that Halliburton was the first year because the people knew him. And last year was Wemby.
Right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah, so that's yeah. So
but I like that Pacers team. There's that little guy's. I can't think of his name right now.
Fred Hoiberg.
Okay, he's 11. I scrolled through that whole thing.
Oh, he's
I told you he had to be right at the top 10. Okay. Let's go MVP.
Right.
What do we have else?
Coach
of the year.
I got Tibbs.
Mr. Tibbs.
I'm gonna go with Doc Rivers.
Okay.
I didn't pick him to win, but if they make a run, he's gonna get it. Maybe.
I don't even know who the coaches are anymore. I'm gonna go Missoula because just the way he answers questions.
Rookie, I have no idea because the rookie class is very dead.
Well, Zach Edey's going to be the.
Edey would be good. How about the guy? Reed Johnson. His name Reed Johnson from Houston.
Yeah,
I'll go with him.
That's why I picked him in fantasy here.
I'll go with him.
I like.
You snagged him.
Yeah, I did pretty early.
I'm going to take Edey.
Okay,
so,
I got him too.
And who's your MVP?
Again, I do this every year. Bills, Padres, Bucks.
Giannis, you're gonna say?
No, Luka. I've picked Luka like 4 years now to be
Ed,
and he never wins.
Who was MVP last year?
Jokic again. It's his third.
How about you, Ed?
For MVP?
Yeah.
Wemby.
Wow. I think you got to be. Well, you picked him in the playoffs, didn't you?
I'm going to go with Jason Tatum.
That's a good pick.
Wemby.
Because he put up numbers last year that were kind of 2 years in a row. He's done good numbers.
Who'd you pick?
Luka.
Luka, yeah.
I think you're going to see it. It's going to be like
changing of the guards.
Luka, Edwards, and Tatum are going to be the popular, and maybe Shea again if Shea has another good year.
Who'd you pick for coach?
Tibbs.
Oh yeah,
Thibodeau.
Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my pick.
Which one?
Which MVP?
Coach.
Oh,
I'm going to go with Billy Donovan.
Oh, Thunder. Right?
Bulls.
Bulls. No.
I picked the Bulls in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's not on the Thunder anymore.
You know, if they get a little higher up, then I
Yeah.
picked them to be in playoffs, but they do something like special, maybe.
Yeah.
They got a decent team.
Who's the coach of the Thunder?
They don't have that one guy.
Scott
'cause-
Barnes.
Oh, the Thunder? I don't know who it is.
Thunder.
Thunder.
Chase, who's the coach of the Thunder?
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
that'll help us. I got a beer. Beer ain't helped me find shit.
Hams of all things. You could get those for $1 at Wells Brothers.
I do.
Yeah, I do. What did you?
When I go there,
Is that
that's
what your
oh,
ceremony was? You and that can of
It's
hams.
a cheap pizza. That's probably the best pizza you ever have for thin crust.
Do you take this
And
can
then
of
it's
hams to be
$1
your lawfully
hams.
wedded wife?
You could take a date to Wells Brothers, cost you $21.
Wells Brothers is well. I went this year with it was Logan and Jackson and I. We got one big pizza. I had a couple hams. We had appetizers. It was like $26.
Yeah, it's the price is unbelievable.
And the pizza's incredible.
Pizza's off the hook.
Yeah.
I will say, did anybody see the T-shirts for tonight's Lakers game?
Yeah, it's 4. What's it for?
I can't see
No, the
shit
T-shirts
because I
actually
always have
say,
to look
"What's
this way.
next?" The Laker logo in the background with Brian Jed.
Shut up.
I'm not joking. If every seat in
I
that stadium
want
has a
one.
shirt that says "What's next?" Bronny James' face
I want one.
with the Lakers logo in the background.
Jesus Christ.
He's not in there yet.
Well, why would he be in there?
Why is he not in there?
Sure, it's true because
No, the Lakers posted it.
nobody's wearing it.
Well, why would
Show
you wear
us.
it? I'll show you it.
You just said that without evidence.
Because everybody had number 44 for Jerry West on their things.
Their things.
I saw him sitting on the chairs, 44, and like,
Oh.
because he died, right, Jerry West this year?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And
So
he's-
they-
and
The,
he's-
Thun- the
he's-
Thunder, Thunder head coach is Mark Danout. He's like foreign French dude.
What?
Mark
Oh,
Danout.
Dano.
Daniel. That's a French name.
I gotta go down.
Daniel. It's Mark Danielson.
Could be French Canadian.
So is that the NBA?
Yeah. I think we
In
covered
a,
a lot.
in a
Oh,
nutshell.
what's your Milton stuff?
No, I just the fact that
Oh, the
he's
63rd.
63rd, and I don't know. And I just wanted to see what your thoughts were on that.
You know my thoughts.
Look through that
It's
whole
too high.
list. Look through that whole list. I think he's more like maybe 74.
I think it's 101.
A guy that averaged 26, was it 26 or no? 20,
It just went up 3 points.
23.8 in the playoffs in the absence of Giannis,
Eric's selling fish and tails with scoring,
which
average.
was more efficient than Lillard. I mean,
Okay.
he was the Bucks leader in that playoff round last year.
All I know is I seen Lillard play up close early in the season, and it was one of the best performances I've ever seen.
But he
was knocking down 3 after 3. It was crazy.
Lillard in the
scored like
playoffs.
47 or it
Yeah.
was something stupid.
Lillard in the playoffs though was
Yeah, I agree.
too small.
Yeah, without Giannis helping him. I mean,
Yeah.
and Middleton's garbage.
Yeah, not having Giannis was the big thing for that
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
Every fan in attendance for Lakers season opener versus Timberwolves tonight will receive a Bronny James shirt via Crypto.com Arena. They posted it, so let's look at crypto.
That's my bad. I want
That's
to go
my
back.
ugly.
Let's go start over.
that's bad and ugly.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Reed Shepard is his name. I said Reed something else.
You said Reed Johnson. That's
Reed
a baseball
yeah,
player.
yeah.
Shepard. Yeah.
Yeah, Reed Shepard. I'll put it up there. I just saw it. I knew it was Reed something.
You know,
Reed Blake.
I drafted him last night. Reed Blake. Yeah.
Reed Blake. I'll take him.
He's probably better than Reed Johnson.
Never mind, that was Lakers Sentinel.
It was
They
made
gave
up.
away Jerry West jerseys.
Yeah, see.
Wow, those shirts look real though.
You got taken.
God,
Trying to make us mad.
you kids fall for every
Trying to get
internet.
trying to get my
that
blood
wasn't even
boiled.
Fifth
kids.
grade
that was
level.
grown men who tweeted that. That was
No,
just
of
tweeted
course
by
it
Shams.
is.
Fifth
They
grade
probably did
level.
it
You
on
read the
purpose,
headlines.
yeah.
Well, Shams tweeted it though, and then must have deleted it.
It's a good start to his new job.
Shams.
Yeah.
He's got. Where's he at now?
He's with
ESPN.
ESPN.
He's the head reporter.
Because
Oh,
Brian, the one guy left to go be
Woj.
the.
So is he still going to get all the breaking
Where did
news?
Woj go? He became the athletic
Benedict.
director at.
Oh yeah.
No.
His
The
old,
GM.
His no.
They call it a GM now.
Oh, of his alma mater.
Yeah, wherever.
Yeah.
Benedictine.
Yeah,
Benedictine.
Benedict.
Benedictine. It is.
Benedictine.
Yeah.
Where's that
I'm
one?
not
Is that
smart enough
the,
to say that.
is that the Kentucky one or one? I'll look it up here.
I got it.
It's a dry town.
Yeah, it's a try.
General manager of men's basketball program at Saint Bonaventure.
Oh, I thought Bonaventure. Was,
Bonaventure.
Yeah, so he's the GM. He just handles the basketball.
I know.
He's not there. He just handles the sponsors and everything for the men's.
I was looking up Benedictine. It was Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know what that is, but it sounds dirty.
Great actor.
Okay, let's make our picks straight up.
Are we doing birthdays?
We don't have any.
I can look it up. That's what I'm actually doing.
No,
right now.
we'll do. Can't do birthdays about Willie. It's more fun with Willie.
Sacrilegious.
It's confusing. With
Whose
Willie
birthday?
sitting
I saw somebody's birthday this week. That was a big deal.
To Bruce Willis's.
there. A big deal.
Big deal. Anyway, go ahead. What were you going to say? We're picking games.
Yeah, NFL.
Oh, shit.
Just straight up, no spreads. Thursday night, Vikings visit the Rams. Who do you like?
Vikings.
Ed?
Vikings.
Vikings as well. Chase?
Who they play?
He's got
Vikings versus the Rams.
He's got purple on. Of course, he's picking the Vikings.
That's for an intro. Vikings. Well. What if they get traded? What they do a trade this week?
They ain't doing a trade. I think that's just something.
Doesn't matter. They're going to be better.
That was from sources.
Cardinals, Dolphins at Hard Rock. Tua might be back.
Cardinals.
I'll take a short guy over a guy with no brain.
I'm going to take the Dolphins at home. Falcons at Buccaneers. Ooh. And the Buccaneers are 2.5 point. They're getting 2.5 points.
Falcons.
So the
Yeah.
odds
It's a
makers don't like those
devastating week.
receivers being hurt.
It's
I'm
going to be
taking
a
the
sad week for Tampa Bay.
I'm taking the Falcons as well.
Yeah, with the receivers.
They're plus 2.5 at home. They'd probably be 3-point favorites if they had both the receivers.
And is Evans out?
Oh, yeah. It's to week 11 at least. He must hamstring up pretty good.
They said week 12.
Yeah,
Today came out
through
week
week 11, yeah.
Yeah, through week 11, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
I
who do you
I think
like?
we're in agreement there.
Falcons at Tampa.
And Chris Godwin's done for the year. Falcons.
You got
Did he
Otten,
break
though.
his ankle or what happened?
Dislocation.
So basically,
when
what's the
you
difference? If he had
I think a
surgery-
dislocation is worse than breaking.
Yeah,
it, they
what
say.
happens?
All the tendons tear.
Not,
and it twists.
and even if they don't tear, it's all bruised.
I've seen he
It
was
fills up with
What you see on
fluid.
the ground, you didn't see in the replay.
I just seen him in an
one
air
foot,
cast.
one toe is down, and the other foot's pacing the sidelines.
That's disgusting.
And it was just he was laying straight down on his knees, and
So what's-
normally your leg, your knee don't. Your
What's more painful?
both your
you think?
toes would be in the ground if you're on your knees, like in pain. One was kicked straight. I was like, ugh.
What's more painful? You
He
think?
wasn't.
A clean snap of your ankle.
No,
I think
that
something like
hurts.
that, it probably goes numb right away.
He took it like
the
a
blood
man,
rushes
though.
to it. Probably don't feel it as bad.
I laid it on Donnie
Well,
Jelks.
obviously, have all the nerves too with all the tendons tearing.
I landed on Donnie Jelks on his foot coming down. I was like up by the rim, which is crazy because I came close to the net now. And I came,
basketball rim. Okay.
yeah, and I came down and my foot landed. Well, with Donnie, it was mouth. It was right at my head height, and it popped out when I hit the ground, and I felt my leg hit the ground, and my foot was still on top of his, and it instantly filled with fluid, and it fell over the side of my shoes.
It popped out, filled with fluid.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I
And it was a
started to
rim-
come, but then I pulled out.
A rim job.
Yeah, here we go.
Hold on.
that
So
was
yeah,
almost
so it's all full
scripted.
of fluid.
So are you?
You're just walking right.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
There we go.
Scusi, babbity boopy. Che cosa? Babbity boopy. Babbity boopity babbity babbity.
Sunday,
That's
Ravens
bad, though.
visit the Browns. Browns are 9 points at home, but we're not going with points. Ravens, Browns. I'm going to take Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens the rest of the year.
I'm gonna take Derrick Henry alone.
Yeah, good call.
Who do you like, Ed?
Oh yeah, the Ravens.
Colts visit Texans. I'm going to take Texans.
Texans, that's easy.
Texans.
Well, Colts got to start losing. I mean, that's a garbage team.
Well, then pick the Texans.
Okay, I'll take the Texans at home.
Jets, Patriots.
Oh,
I'm taking the Jets.
Where at New England?
I'll take the Jets. I don't want to, but
I'm gonna take the Patriots.
I'm gonna go with Ed. Patriots.
Eagles at Bengals.
Oh.
I'm going to take.
At the Bengals.
Yeah.
that's a decent game to watch, I think.
I'm going to take the Eagles because the Bengals defense is kind of porous at times.
I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm sorry. Who do they play?
Eagles, Bengals.
I'm gonna take the Bengals just because their fans were annoying that one time.
That's a good fantasy game for me right
Yeah.
there.
Bills at the Seahawks. Nobody circles wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
I gotta take them. The Seahawks are just, I don't know, they puzzle me.
Yeah.
But
And
Bills.
Metcalf may be out. I'm not for sure.
Buffalo's favored by 3
I
in
think
Seattle.
they said he'll be out on Sunday.
And how about who you
Bills.
like?
Bills.
Bills, yeah, Bills. Hey, I will say though, look at Seattle coaching 1 year change. Look what happens on the
What?
offensive side. They lost
Yeah.
their LC, and look how their offense changed in 1 year.
Yeah.
Although Geno Smith's leading the league in yards
Saw
passing.
that.
Yeah. He's having a good year.
Saints Chargers. Chargers. Yep. At home. At
LA.
the Chargers. I'm sorry.
So fine.
I'm going to take the Chargers because Desmond, or what's his name, Spencer Rattler is and the Charge defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
Chargers look decent this week. The Saints look like dookie.
After those first 2 weeks,
I
they've
know.
completely imploded. Obviously you lose your quarterback, but Chargers.
Panthers at Broncos.
Oh, must see TV.
I got the Broncos.
Cannot wait.
Sunday night football too.
Can I pass?
I'm kidding.
Who's at
Okay.
home?
Prime
Who's at home in
time.
that game?
Yeah. Panthers at Broncos.
Just take that.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
6-3.
For Timmy, I'll twist my beard.
Well, Bryce Young might have to play, so I'm going to take the Broncos. Andy Dalton was in a car accident
I
today
think
with his
it'll-
family.
Who was?
Andy Dalton. Nobody was taken by medical personnel, but Andy Dalton's being evaluated by the team physicians, they said, and there's a possibility that he could miss.
It'll be 6-9.
Wow, they could lose that game then.
The Broncos put 3-3 last week, so you never know.
Yeah, I'll take the Broncos.
I'll take the Broncos for
The
sure.
Panthers defense is like a ton of injuries too.
Yeah,
They got nobody right now.
Broncos, yeah, and he's gonna kill me because
has been playing like
Chuba's
garbage
not
too.
gonna do nothing in that game now.
I will say, good thing for Bryce Young. The holiday season's coming around. They can send him up to the North Pole to get him a job.
What?
Julius Peppers
Be
has
short,
not
he can
played
get
well
off.
this year for them at all.
Nobody got him.
Chiefs.
I didn't get it.
Chiefs at the Raiders. Raiders getting 10 points at home, so that means they'll kick a field goal late down by 11.
I'm taking the Chiefs the rest of the season.
Hey, I believe in Desmond Ritter.
Oh yeah, he's starting for the Raiders, maybe, huh? I'll take the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I don't care if John Ritter's playing. For frickin-
Giants at the Steelers.
Wait a second. Did he say John Ritter's playing? I might be in on that.
Could be Josh Ritter.
Yeah.
You know who Josh Ritter is? Musician.
No, John Ritter.
You'd like him. You'd like him.
I just want to see If John Ritter's out there, Mr. Philly going, what?
Mr. Roper going.
With Chrissy. Chrissy will be out
Giants at
there.
the Steelers. That is Monday Night Football.
Giants at the Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take Steelers.
Some hard nosed football right there.
Got to let Russ cook.
Well, here's a
That's
problem.
another 6-9 game.
I'm gonna. No, I think the Steelers will score, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: if the Eagles sack Daniel Jones 9 times or 8 times this week,
Watt might-
8 times, I get to play the 9 times maybe next week because the Watt might have 15 sacks in this game.
DJ Watt's going to break the all-time
He's gonna break the
sack
record in one game.
You know, and what is the Steelers' record right now?
5-2.
5-2.
Jesus.
They're killing it.
I'm taking the Steelers the rest of the season.
Hey, well, Mike Tomlin looks like he's over 500.
And all of his supporting cast, they suck. All the coaches he's ever had suck.
Sunday Night
According to
Football.
Ed.
Sunday Night Football. Cowboys visit the 49ers. I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this one.
It's a rematch for them.
I think they're more of a must-win. Well, they're both. Everybody wants to win every week. It's not a must-win for any. It's supposed to. I hate when people say must-win. Isn't every game a must-win?
Yeah.
It's at San
Must-
Fran.
and every
It's
game.
the NFL. It's not baseball where you got
San
162.
Fran.
At San Fran.
Yeah, I'm tempted to take the Cowboys. They seem to get focused in weird games.
San
A couple weeks ago in Pittsburgh, you never think they won and they won. It's just weird.
Cowboys' record is what?
I think they're both 3-3.
Yes.
49ers are 3-4.
San Fran's favored by 4.5 at home. That means they're not really well liked. That means they figure they're going to win by less than a field goal.
I got the Cowboys.
I got
God, that's a
I got the
tough one.
Cowboys as well. I think Dak's got to break out eventually
I'm
here.
taking the 49ers. They're
Yep.
home.
49ers because of coaching.
How about the Titans at the Lions? Lions.
Duh. Lions.
Taking them the rest of the
That's
year.
true. I might.
11.5 point favorites.
Except
at home.
against the Bears.
Going to eat some kneecaps and break some ass cheeks.
Packers go to the Jacksonville. I'll take the Packers.
I would take the Packers the rest of the year if they were playing Jacksonville every week.
Well, Trevor Lawrence.
Remember last trip to Jacksonville?
You know how much freaking
Yeah.
you know how much jet lag fucking Jacksonville's gonna have? That's 2 weeks, right? In
Well, they
London.
stayed there.
Yeah.
They stayed there though.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
they just got home Monday late.
Yeah.
Monday early.
I mean, they're eating crepes.
I got the Packers.
Drinking tea.
Trevor Lawrence, you sound like you're from London.
He starts talking like that now. Cheerio. So everybody's got the Packers,
Oh yeah, all day.
and then the Bears visit Washington.
This is a game.
No Jaden-
what's
no Jaden
Daniels?
Daniels? It's looking like he'll be out.
Out for sure.
It's looking like it. They're not confirmed, but
I was going
he's
to
not
take
gonna
the
practice
Skins
this
in
week,
that
most
game.
likely.
Who played?
Who is their back? Is it Sam Howell?
Mariota.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Marcus
yeah, and he
Mariota,
stepped
yes.
up, didn't he?
I like the
they're
NFC
playing
Central,
Carolina,
man.
so-
They're tough. It's just a
Yeah,
tough.
Tampa Bay.
Them, Tampa. If it wasn't for Tampa's injuries, they'd be right in the mix too.
God.
That
So
division
who
is
do like
the-
Bears Commanders?
Bears.
I like the Bears in that game for sure.
Oh, man, if Niels was there, I'd probably be picking them for sure. But yeah, I'll take the Bears. Stick with you guys.
So the fact Jay sent to me last week was since Montez Sweat was traded to the Bears are giving up less than 20 points a game around that.
They're the
In
number
that same
two-
span, the Redskins have gone up to 27.8 points a game they've been giving up.
Isn't that crazy?
I think the difference in the game is the defense. And I think I'm going to pick the Bears. And I wouldn't have if Jane Allen was probably playing. I would probably.
What is the spread?
It's 1.5. The Bears are getting up.
Bears are
Bears are
favored.
giving up 1.5 on the road. And that may be falling on Daniels. If Daniels plays, I'll probably go to -3.
It should be a good game.
It would have been I mean, if Daniels was going to play, it would have been a real interesting game.
And I think the Washington Red defense can be scored on. So that's the plus too. It's not like they're a stifling defense. And they're missing that tackle.
No
That's
Bronny
the other
yet?
thing there. Who's that tackle? Eric got hurt last week for the Redskins. He said something. I forget his name every time.
Jonathan Allen.
Is it Allen?
Yeah, you usually
And
go
he-
with either a Jonathan or an Allen.
And he's a big part of their defense. So
He's out for the year, correct?
He's out for the
yeah,
year,
ACL you said, right? Or something like that.
I believe
The
so.
Bears want to trade for him too. They were talking. They tried to get both of them, but they
Jeez,
couldn't get
Ryan,
both.
Ryan
one of the
Poles walks
best.
into office trade happy every single Monday.
Yeah, probably. He's
The
like,
new one is Myles Garrett now.
Yeah.
Really?
Him and Montez Sweat coming at you from both sides.
Oh, we're talking about football.
Man, can you imagine getting spit roasted by those two fellas?
I like the Ricky Snicky, those two guys.
It's a sandwich.
Ricky Snicky? Yeah. When he does that, you
Oh
see
yeah, I've said. What is that? What is that from?
Ricky Snicky.
But I mean, what? Like,
But
where
the
have I
guy
seen it?
talking, he was talking. The guy that used to be what's his name? Felicity Huffman's husband.
Yeah, yeah.
William
Macy.
William H.
William
Macy.
Macy, yeah.
When he does speeches, he always go like this.
Yeah.
He didn't know,
Yeah.
and Ricky Snicky would be like, you know, you look like you're like hey, jerking somebody off. He's like,
Nobody's ever told me.
he's like this.
He's doing this.
That's probably the funniest part of the movie. The movie is funny.
It is funny.
It's so dumb funny, but it's funny, and then it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
good.
it's-
It's good.
It's
good
bench warmer
entertainment.
Funny.
Plus, it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
sad at times.
Yeah, it
you
is
know?
because he has nobody. He's one of
Yeah.
the beasts. But what's his show called? He's got that dirty comedy or dirty magic show or something he does. No, dirty karaoke.
Karaoke. Yep. He takes all. It's kind of like me with my songs,
Yeah.
but even dirtier.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. So anyway, that was it. So that's week 8 of the NFL.
I think we got a pretty good list there. I mean, actually, this is a pretty easy week to pick. It seems there were some
couple of
real.
games.
There were some real whoppers there.
Well, 2 weeks ago, I think when on pools I was in, 3 people went undefeated, and I had one wrong, and that's because I picked the stupid Jets. And I should have went and switch. I was going to switch it Monday night. I could have switched before. But the Bills, I was like, but I didn't. So whatever.
Well, did you see in one of Benny's? They said one of their big ones. If you pick all 5
Oh,
right or
yeah.
whatever, 8 people picked it right in the same week, so they had a split.
Would have been like a $3,000 winner, but everybody I split only got 150 each or something like that. It was
150.
weird, yeah.
Oh.
Because everybody it was undefeated.
Everybody hit
Yeah.
the same week.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, it was an easy week 2 weeks ago. It was easy.
I see
Well, it was chalk. It worked out the way you pick.
Yeah.
It's not ever easy. It just worked
Yeah,
out.
because Antonio Pierce might, go for a field goal instead.
This
was
week seems
awesome.
like it's very chalk,
It could be.
which could backfire. Like it could
Yeah,
be a weird. It could end up being a weird week.
I agree. That's
Well,
what I was
But I don't
saying.
know where. Where
the
is
games
it
that
going
go,
to
the
be?
games go either way. Cardinals Dolphins could go either way.
Yeah. But it's gonna be something
The
you
Bears
least
game could go either
expect.
way.
Like
the
a
Jets
wild card
Patriots.
weekend.
I like the Jets. The Patriots defense looked terrible.
You
this
got
week.
you got Bills Seahawks could possibly.
Yeah.
That's not a blowout.
The Bears game, Saints Chargers maybe.
This league is starting. It's starting.
49ers,
to separate.
Cowboys.
Niners
Yeah,
game
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, but that's it. That's about it.
It's
I think
starting
like
to
4
separate.
games.
This league is starting to separate itself.
And you'll
right
get those
now,
up. You'll
that's
get those
for sure.
upsets here or there, but you won't.
You have some weird teams in the middle, like the San Fran Dallas game. Like those those teams are in the middle right now. Those are mediocre based on their record and injuries. That's you don't know. They could go either way.
I mean, if San Francisco loses, they're struggling.
The only thing that helps them is their division.
Yeah, their
But
division.
look at how the
dookie.
Cowboys played against the Lions. Like that could. I mean, think about.
Well, the Ravens too. They were terrible against both. Those
Yeah, I
teams.
mean that could
terrible.
have-
The problem with
a
them,
shockwave of that could just potentially just knock the Cowboys out of the season here.
that's the problem too with them. Their defense is just so bad. It's not
Really
like,
bad.
It's not like the thing is you look at teams like even the Niners last week. Their defense played good.
Yeah.
Just Chiefs made an extra play, and they won. They scored some points. Whatever. A couple turnovers. It is what it is. And Purdy did throw an interception in the end zone, which that was a big deal. But the Cowboys' losses, it's not like they're 1 or 2 plays away. They're getting
smoked,
killed.
Like if they all of a sudden, if at the end of the year we're looking at it and they're 6-11,
yeah,
I'm not going to be shocked. Now,
No.
the San Fran, I think
I'd be shocked.
I would be shocked because I think they just have enough there. Their defense is strong, and
And if they get guys back, hopefully like
if
Debo and
McCaffrey comes back, I mean it's
and then you get depth too because you have Mason too.
I
so you can
still
use
would
both.
say if they don't make the playoffs, I'd say that's a disappointment. But I look at the Cowboys right now, I'm like, ugh, yuck.
I think McCaffrey makes their passing get better too.
Yeah.
So I think he needs to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say. So can we? I understand why you're flexing the Jaguars and Eagles out of Sunday Night Football, but why is your best option on Week 9 to flex the Colts at Vikings into that slot?
Vikings
Because the
probably.
Vikings.
But are there no like better matchups? Is what I'm saying.
They games get protected by the networks.
Ah.
The 325 games are they're game of the week type things, and CBS and Fox can say no.
Oh, okay.
So you look at those games, those big games, and I guarantee there's two better games.
You can't pull.
You
them,
can't
yeah.
steal those from them.
From the
There's
network,
the network says I want these games. You get them. That's why you always see a decent game, but not a, oh
Well,
my.
I mean, okay, I'll put this. Why would they not put Jets Commanders there? That's a noon game.
Who the
A
hell is
division game.
Oh,
who wants to? s-
Well, who wants to see
Roger,
Colts
you're right.
at-
You're right. What? It's at noon.
It's
but
a noon
it
game.
could be-
or
it-
Giants versus
but-
Commanders.
No,
You're looking ahead 2
Giants
weeks right now.
No, yeah,
It's Week 9. It's a flex.
because the Bears got flex this week, but just at 325.
Well, Bills Dolphins,
No, still want to do that. Well, if Tua's back, yeah.
Jets Texans.
What time are those games at?
These are all Jets Texans Thursday night, but these are all noon games I'm looking at.
But sometimes a noon game can be a big game too. It just depends. Because last week, who was doing the? Yeah, Jim Nance and Tony Romo were doing the Packer game the other day. So
Yes.
yeah, that was their main. That was their big game.
Mm-hmm.
That was their number one game.
Well, yeah, like I mean the Sunday night. Oh, that
Which
must
I'm
have-
glad. I hate when they move like like the Redskin Bears game this week. They moved to 325. Play them at noon. I hate that. Just play them at noon.
Yeah.
They wanted that their big game of the week.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
the
I
Packer
guarantee you.
Texans game could have been the big game of the week too. Why didn't they
Mhm.
move? I don't know who played late that day. Oh, because they had
Wasn't it four?
Chiefs and No, that was on Fox.
That was 2 Fox. Or yeah, it's normally 4 games.
So
2
maybe
CBS.
CBS might have had a late
Bills?
game that day.
Yeah.
CBS didn't have a late game that day. I don't think.
Was
it was
it
like a
just
national.
The Bills
game.
played early.
Yeah, they played at noon too.
Well, I mean, here's the Jaguars game. This must have been a 325 slot because the Jaguars game got slid into 325.
Mm.
So maybe I don't know.
Jaguars who?
Jaguars Eagles on
Where?
Sunday night in Philly. That was a Sunday night game originally.
They moved to 325. That's so they start.
But I bet
the
Vikings
Doug
Colts
Peterson
game-
Bowl.
Who it is?
The Colts Vikings game is probably 325.
Kind of weird though, because if Jaguars were to win this week and the Eagles win, they're both on winning streaks. You'd want them to play. That wouldn't be a bad game. Jaguars Eagles. I don't think
No.
it'd be terrible. I mean,
Well, I mean,
Gotta put something there.
Lions Packers would be a good one on Sunday Night Football, which I'm surprised they didn't pick that as it was to be Sunday night that week. But that's a 325.
they
slot.
protected that game for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
There's
surprised
no way
first
they-
off that wasn't a picked Sunday Night Football game
they.
at the beginning of the year.
I think they have to do certain things. There's certain things. So I don't know.
Bears Cardinals would have been good. That's a late game though.
So anything else?
Not that I could think of.
Any
I
other
mean,
topics of the world we need?
what else is going on? World Series. We talked about that. NBA starting.
Oh, Justin Jefferson and Anthony Edwards recreated the
Yeah, that was cool.
iconic photo.
Yeah, I
I
saw
sent that
that.
to you guys. Yeah, I
Yeah,
sent
that's
the picture of
pretty
those
cool.
guys.
That
was
on
neat, yeah.
ESPN's magazine.
We did talk earlier, Eric. We brought up Indiana being 7-0. Hoosiers.
Oh
Football?
yeah.
Kind of cool. Although
Yeah,
the
we don't talk enough
I
college.
think their quarterback's out this week though, so that sucks for him.
Yeah.
Oh. 2 facts about the Mets. Mets are the first team to not strike out in a postseason game since, can anybody guess?
They didn't strike out at all.
What?
They did not strike out in Game 5.
Oh, the whole
time.
game.
In
The
a
one,
game.
yeah, in one postseason game. In Game 5,
Wow.
they didn't strike out.
Right.
Can you guess the last time a team did it?
No.
Well, it's not the Cubs for sure. They struck out a
Because
lot.
they had Javi
Well,
Baez. So.
It was the 2002 Game 2 of the World Series, the Angels.
Oh.
Huh.
The Mike Scioscia led Angels.
Yeah.
Against the Giants.
Yes.
Giants won.
And the Mets are the first team in MLB history to not make the World Series after beating the Brewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And they're also the first team to have McDonald's Grimace as their mascot.
correct.
And get to the NLCS.
That-
Unofficial mascot.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was
They were asking for it by not.
He brought him in. He came in. They started winning games. They didn't bring him in.
I know
That's
that-
what they did. They cursed him.
Look what Loyola did with that old lady. They kept pushing her out there in her wheelchair,
And
and
she was cheering.
yeah,
She knows she was
and it
cheering for her,
worked.
but she was like, yeah.
Oh, sister,
did
Sister Jean.
Sister Jean. Yeah.
I don't know if you brought it up. Did you see Gobert got extended during the game?
During
No,
the game,
I
he got
drafted
extended.
him last
Yeah,
night.
he just got extended.
Oh, I don't want.
Oh, he got
30 minutes
Gordon.
ago, he got more money.
Oh, he got more money.
I saw Gordon got a big.
I wouldn't have drafted him because now he's not working for a contract.
110 million.
Oh, we got more money, not an extension. I saw Gordon got an extension today.
Yeah,
big one. Didn't he?
Yeah,
A big extension.
Gordon.
What are we talking about?
oh,
Are
3
you checking it
inches.
out?
He's over here talking about being between two dudes.
113
I
million.
myself between Myles Garrett and Montez Sweat.
Middleton's got one
That
coming.
sweat thing, I don't know about that.
Middleton's getting extended soon.
Yeah, right to the California Penal League.
You got a name, or are we gonna call
Trade him to
call you
Lakers.
Veg?
Veg. Yeah. Trade him to Lakers. They need him. Trade for Anthony Davis straight
Trade
up.
him for
for
Bronny.
Bronny.
Anthony Davis straight up. You know what? I take Bronny. I don't care.
Come
Well,
on.
we don't have Thanasis on the bench. Oh, well, we do. He's just hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Connectin.
I was
Connectin
going
right
to say,
there.
the Lakers got two
I
white
missed that.
guys.
Yeah,
out
he's
there.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they paid him the offseason. Connect?
He's a rookie.
Yeah, he's brand new.
He's
Or
not.
who am I thinking?
He didn't
Came from
get paid.
Tennessee.
No, I'm thinking of the
Tennessee.
other white dude on the team.
Austin Reeves.
Austin
Yeah,
Reeves.
He got paid
Yeah,
last. He got paid
good.
last
Oh,
year.
Yeah.
last year?
Yeah,
Yep.
because he was not as good last year. And people are like, "Ooh, that's an NBA play."
Okay.
He was not
Here
as
he
good
comes.
last
Here
year.
he comes.
so
Watch him. Pop it, kid.
Oh,
Look at this kid
yeah.
play.
Ball out.
There goes
Let's
Bronny's
go.
spot on
Dude,
the.
hell yeah, dude. He's
He's
gonna
a
be
baller.
good.
He's
He's
a
gonna be
baller.
good.
He's
Yeah.
fun.
Where's
He wasn't
right?
available, and I was picking late.
Look at him. Let him go.
Is that him again?
Yeah.
Oh, and one.
No, that's Reeves.
Oh, and one.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's Reeves.
That's Reeves.
That's the other white guy.
You're gonna be doing that. Lakers fans are gonna be doing that all year. Oh no, wait, no, that's Reeves.
They all
Yeah.
look the same. They all look the same.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts, Ed.
Oh, I had one last story.
Lost single.
We're like
Signal.
Twitter. We're gonna be banned. You
No,
just
you
see
can do
that
it-
too. There,
no, you can
He's
do
like a
anything on
white
Twitter.
Middleton.
the Kamala regime is working behind the scenes with the British government right now, trying to get Twitter banned before the election.
Jesus.
So yeah, that came out. There was a couple whistleblowers came out.
Hmm.
Well, anyways, my last story. Yeah, former New Jersey
did it.
governor and Cowboys
Oh, I
fan
saw this.
Chris fucking Christie, that big fat ass, Republican for 20 years, took aim at the Detroit Lions coach Dan Campbell, saying Campbell had no class because he ran trick plays as the Lions throttled the Cowboys 47-9 in week 6. Hard Cowboys fan in a state consisting of all Giants and Eagles fans.
And Jets.
What a dipshit.
Did you hear Campbell's response?
I mean, it's no, because this is before that even.
Campbell's response, they asked him in a press conference, he goes, last time I was called class, I was in a bottle. I was drinking wine out of a bottle. I don't care. Or something like that. It was awesome. It was Dan Campbell all the way. And we our buddy Dan Campbell.
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
That is Dan Campbell in a nutshell.
So here's, Christie said, Dan Campbell's angry because the referees got a call wrong in a game a year ago. Well, then run that play against Roger Goodell. Cowboys had nothing to do with that play being called incorrectly. Then he stopped to eat 2 hot dogs. And then he finished his statement. I don't know.
They need a Big Mac. God.
Hey, you know what? You want to know what? Nothing wrong with it. Because when is there a better time to practice that stuff than in the game?
Yeah, they're big. They're big boys.
Well,
They
good.
can handle
All
it.
Democrats in Michigan be like, I'm not voting for that party.
Yeah, I know. Think about it.
Pissing off Lions fans. Don't piss them off.
Yeah, Christie's a Republican.
Nah,
No, I know nobody.
They all know he's not.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what do you got? Final thoughts coming up here?
Only thing a Republican about him is
That
pizza
wasn't your
toppings.
final thought.
No, that wasn't a final. I didn't even
Chris
think
Christie's
about
a
it.
Republican. I'm a Packer fan.
What's your
Right.
final thought?
Oh, should I have one?
Should you?
I don't know. What
Tell
did I?
us something about Christie again.
No, I already talked about that.
Peroni?
I don't know. I was watching the Brady Bunch. They had like streaming them because I'm on that Roku TV, so I don't. I just go on the live TV. They get all these shows. I've been watching 90210 and a couple of those, but so I've been watching the Brady Bunch, and on the pilot episode, it says Mike's a widower, so his wife died and left him with 3 boys.
Yeah.
But whatever happened to Carol's deadbeat husband? They never mention him. She's got 3 girls. She's just roaming around the valley. I don't know what's
They all
going
look
on.
different.
Maybe
too.
3 heads.
Ooh.
Yeah, Pippin was involved.
Sean King. Yeah.
Wow.
Or was it?
No. What was it? Cromarty's. Cromarty is one of them. Antonio Cromarty. Remember, you couldn't remember the name of his kids the
He
one
didn't
time?
even know their names.
On Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
What's the name of your kids? I don't remember. He had like 12 of them.
Oh my!
Jesus. Like Kevin Hart just
And
keeps
then
having them?
and then we know
Ryan
Mike.
Leaf.
Mike goes and designs this whole house. And this has been talked about many times. 6 kids, 2 bedrooms inside for the 2 kids, or for 6 kids, 2 bedrooms. They shared a bathroom.
Oh.
How many toilets were in that bathroom, Jace?
None.
6 kids, 1 bathroom. How many toilets?
6.
No, it's 1 toilet.
1.
None.
None.
No toilets. Couldn't put them on TV. So if you ever look in the
Oh.
video, there's never a toilet in there.
You couldn't put toilets on TV back
Nope.
then, huh?
Too dirty.
That's
Too dirty.
interesting.
Nowadays, people have sex on TV. Welcome to.
They were the first
2024.
family to sleep in the same bed. Mike and Carol.
Really?
Yep.
I love the Brady
course.
Bunch facts. It's awesome.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of those.
Remember the Hawaii episode?
Oh yeah.
The spider.
Yeah.
The bad luck
Yeah.
charm.
The
The
what was it?
Tiki?
It's all, I've never watched
Little
It's a
Brady
little
Bunch.
statue. Yeah. You ever notice that too? They always blame that statue. Alice is doing the hula and throws out her hip, and they're like, "Oh, it's a statue." It's about time Alice threw her hip out. Sam had been slipping her all that free meat for years.
Sam the Butcher got after it.
Little Bologna.
That's an old joke.
She was only like in her 40s when she did that show.
Yeah.
Really?
She's a great actress
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
She,
How old was she supposed to be in the show?
She's her age, but you look at her, you like think she's 60
yeah.
because she's the way she dresses. Like you go through all that. Like Fred Sanford was 53 when he did that show.
yeah,
Really?
like our age.
Look him up. Look up.
Oh,
Look it
he
up.
was just
and
an old man, old grizzly man.
They look old.
Yeah.
Look it up when you
Harder living.
Oh, Bronny's in the game.
No way.
I think Hop just said it. He's number
Number
9.
9.
Yeah.
Get out.
In the game. Oh, they're up by 16.
Oh, they
though.
put him on a white guy.
Put him on.
yeah,
let's
go. Welcome to the NBA, kid.
He's guarding a guy twice as big as him.
Huh?
This ain't Wreck Ball. Yep. He was 53 on the show.
Who do you root for?
Was he a chainsaw?
I root for the
No,
Bucks
right? You've seen
and
that too.
everybody that plays
Yeah.
Bronny and LeBron.
Yeah. Let's see. Take Brian.
Yeah, look at that. Look at how old he looks there.
Mhm. Look, there's a whole thing. You look it up on actors' ages when they did it on shows. You look at him, it's crazy.
He's older than Willie.
You ever hear some of his stand up
Oh,
back
he-
in the day?
oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's
Hilarious.
filthy.
Filthy. Look at this.
Oh,
That was terrible.
that was cold.
Yeah.
So that was your close.
Brady
Bunch?
What was it? Yeah, the Brady Bunch. That was
Tiki
my
torches
closest.
and fun.
I never
Yeah, I
watched
mean-
that show.
It's good.
You never watched Brady Bunch? It's a good
No.
show.
Mom loved that
10.
show.
It's legendary.
How about you, Eric? Any closing thoughts?
Disappointed that we didn't do birthdays. So I did take a peek just at one person's birthday, and I want you guys to guess the age.
69.
Snoop Dogg.
I guessed.
Oh, it's like 63.
61.
53.
Oh, he's only 53. I thought he was old.
Just like Fred Sanford.
Yeah.
Yep. See?
Oh my God. He's our Fred Sanford.
He is.
Nah, Snoop Dogg that. Snoop
Remember-
Dogg was good for his age.
The U.S.
He's
ambassador.
like, oh, they're coming for me.
Ah.
They were coming for me, but it was the FBI.
Yeah, yeah.
Federales.
So that's all I got.
Jason, any closing thoughts?
This World Series is horrible.
I like what you did there.
With the sound?
Oh, sorry. I turned it off for a second.
Oh,
Well,
World
what-
Series is horrible.
Why is it horrible?
Who's
Hasn't
winning?
even started.
Who cares to see either of them? I could care less.
Yankee
Go back to
fans.
New York and go back to L.A.
The-
Don't you have
Aren't they the
don't
two
you
best
have one of
teams?
your buddies on the team?
Care less. He's not even playing. He's gonna be out the whole series.
Why?
He's out.
Yeah, he has a strain or something. I was talking to Oaks about it. Yeah, he's out. He didn't play in Game 5 because he had a strain.
A strain.
Yeah, I was like, his tricep.
Like the
or
flu
bicep.
strain or
That's ever since he's got married, he's gotten soft.
is Lux married?
He got engaged. Yeah, he got engaged.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year.
We don't know what his strain is, and he's for sure out the
It was-
whole
it
World
was-
Series.
Well,
he was
he's
in
not gonna
between.
be- he's not
he
gonna
got
play.
caught between Montez Sweat and Miles Garrett. He got
Yeah.
a strain.
You got to strain that
Yeah,
one.
Too much.
Spit roasting.
He was.
I know this guy. Why are we talking about him, man?
You know what's bad is I make that joke and then it like sticks in my head and I'm like, no, I'm visualizing it. Not me. I'm not. I'm on the outside, you know.
doing a little spit roast and spank bank over there, or what?
I like to be the third person when we're talking spit roasting.
As the cameraman
That's when he gets filled with fluids.
when he's up by the rim.
Up on the rim, gets filled with fluids.
I bet Bronny had to get filled with fluids to make that team.
Anyway,
Dad's on a team.
Well, Papa, it is LA.
I think that was the statement of the day when Eric said,
Hey.
at least Caitlin Clark's mom wasn't there.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Hop called you out. He said, Jace, what a horrible take. Just watch baseball and enjoy two good teams.
There
He
you
is
go.
correct. Yes.
Oh.
I'd rather watch.
Hop is
I'd
Mr.
rather
Baseball,
watch the Japanese baseball league than that.
What? Like
Wow.
you want to watch a
Come
White
on.
Sox and somebody
KBO.
play? No, you wouldn't.
Dude, that's musty TV.
Got a good pitching match of Garrett Cole and Jack Flaherty in the first
I'm
game. That'd
watching.
be great.
The
That's a
Japanese,
great matchup.
Jack
the
Flaherty's gonna get
Japanese
shelled.
baseball league is here
Flaherty's gonna be a Cub next year.
No, he's
Monday.
not. The Cubs are going to get the guy from Japan that got posted.
No, Flaherty's a free agent.
Let's go.
No, they're not.
He'd be a bargain basement guy too. Well, not bargain. He'd be a bargain in the world of baseball. I mean, I'd rather have Corbin Burns, but we all can't have everything we want.
I'd personally rather have Shohei Ohtani. But
Well, we're talking about guys. Okay, I'm gonna close this out because now he's just speaking foolish. I love to have Babe Ruth in his prime. Let's
Yeah.
bring him back.
Wasn't
Fucking
Corbin?
guy won 10 games and hit 60 homers.
okay, Babe Ruth was a chain smoker and alcohol.
Didn't Corbin Burns?
What's wrong with that? That's America.
Didn't Corbin Burns play
So what?
Dorn in Major League?
Yeah, Otani's got a gambling problem. What are we? What are we poking fingers at here?
Okay, that's
I will say he does have a
I hate
dog style.
goodbyes.
So once again, we're the Basement Benjamin podcast. For Ed and Eric and Jace for stopping by, I am Scott. Everybody have a great week. World Series starts in NFL week and basketball. Have fun.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks, park's closed.
What happened? I blacked out.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to rub it in this city's face.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome. Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Give them more buys and highs.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Feels so